All right. Hello, people. I just figured I'd go live. And my title is I'm just being a snot. That's fine. Um, so how is everybody? Because there ain't nobody listening yet, but it's Sunday. Oh, Patriot. Hi, Patriot. How you doing? Betcha I can guess what you're doing, unless you don't work on weekends. Hi, Vern. What are you guys up to? Do you like my title? I'm just going to be a brat tonight. Working. It was working. Oh shit, Katie's live? I didn't even know. Maybe I should kill my stream and wait. Oh, the one who I thanked for being quiet. Hi, Miss Joe. Yeah, do you know who said I wouldn't be your friends if you paid me? Do you know who said I wouldn't be your friends? Oh. No, he said that if he doesn't get $150 or whatever the hell, he was going to be quiet until Friday. And I was like, please do it. Please. My ears are finally starting to heal. Oh, is it 175 now? As always. As always. As always. Too funny, though. Too funny. I mean, I kind of could see saying, hey, you got $20, but I need $300 right now. Like, for what? For nothing. And he's playing it the wrong way. He should ask for donations to shut up. Really. Because I bet you people would pay him to shut up. Yeah. Pure lunacy. I wonder if he'll come in tonight. He doesn't get on panel anyway. He just writes, types. So, yeah. So it's Sunday. Sunday fun day. I work today. I have to work tomorrow. But not too early, so I was like, it's still early. Maybe either I go out or go live. And it doesn't look like I'm going out tonight. Plus, it's cold. And I'm not dealing with the cold tonight. Not at all. Oh, God. It makes me think of those commercials. This is going to sound weird. Well, I'll tell you right off the bat. But it's like the commercial for the cream cheese commercials where they like think of reasons to eat cream cheese. Like it's cream cheese day or cracker day, and like with him, it's like any kind of holiday that he can think of. He's just going to complain about it. It could be Flag Day, and he'll be like, "You're icing me out on Flag Day." Yeah, well, if anything, there is an element of comedy to him. He does keep us entertained. That's for sure. Relevance? I don't know. But What gets me, honestly, is the belief in the reverse psychology. I hate your guts. You're a scumbag. Don't donate to me. Nobody's donated to me. I don't get it. You know? I just yeah, well. Tricked me for a little bit, didn't he? Just a little. That's why I made the shit list. Because I came to my senses. That would have been funny. Yeah. That would have been funny. That's like my kids walking in here and talking to me. They don't care if I'm online or not. They just start talking, and I'll be like, you're on mic, and I don't care. Spend half my time, hitting the mute button. So, did anybody do anything at all remotely exciting today? Besides be alive, which is exciting enough for me. Shit, I have to send somebody the link, and I forgot how to do it. Crap. I can't do it from my phone, can I? Oh, crap, I forgot how to do it. Where's Abe? Abe knows how to do it. He turns on everyone. Yeah. How do I send somebody the inside link? Oh, I don't know how to do it. From a different device. Damn. I would love to deal with snow. Not kidding. How the hell? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm spazzing out. No, I just, there's a reason why, that's all. Okay. Oh, how would I post the? How do I post the StreamYard link in my chat? I forget how to do shit. Because I need to post it to somebody else, and I don't know how to post it to them on WhatsApp. Maybe I can. I don't think so. Let's see. Wait. It's only got Gmail, email, or Messenger. What the fuck? Copy. Oh, maybe I can do it like this. Maybe I'm not so much of a spaz. Copy the URL, paste it in the comment. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I think I have maybe figured it out. because I need to grab it with my phone now and post it somewhere else. Oh my God. The drama. The drama. Okay. Ugh, I gotta find it. Turn that down. Nope. There we go. Okay, now. Nope, that's not. Dumbass. Come. Stop. It won't let me grab it. Why won't you fucking let me grab it, you booger snot? Why won't it let me grab it? How the... This is annoying. I'm sorry. I'm spazzing out. I did. I pasted it in the comments. Now what I want to do is send it to somebody a different way, and I can't grab it to send it. Like my phone won't let me grab it. Just keeps popping on to StreamYard stuff. Like I want to copy and paste, but I can't. It won't let me do it. Fuck this. Hi, Abe. I posted my thing in the chat, but I can't grab it to send it to somebody else on a different device. Because it won't let me grab it on my phone. It's pissing me off, too. Well, I'll just message this person. You can't grab the link anyway. Okay, well, that's good enough. Let me see if the other one is. Yeah, sorry, guys. Somebody should come up and you guys can talk to yourselves. Now it says there's only one person watching, so yeah. So everybody's gone. No, because I can't. I need to send it to somebody in WhatsApp, and I have to send it from a different device because I can't do it on this stupid Chromebook. And it won't. I put it in the chat, and it won't let my phone click on it to fucking grab it. Oh yeah, now it says 0. I guess not. It's cool though. I'm really not. Bandit, yay! I've been looking for you. I've been trying to go early enough so you could come in. Because I don't like going late because I know you can't come in. I'm so excited. So excited. I'll take 0. No, we don't want 0. 0 porn bombs. Wait, does Bandit have a... Yes, he does. Okay, good. Bandit's got a spammer. Yeah, I'm not worried. I was pretty shocked though, because it said that I had 135 random people watching one of my streams. And I was like, holy shit, 135. That's awesome. That's WhatsApp. That's not. Okay. So now, because I couldn't do the thing on WhatsApp, I just messaged people and said, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. They should probably see it anyway, but if not, oh well. Oh yeah, that's right, Abe. We had you had 9 in tonight or 11 or something. I came in because I wasn't asleep. Usually I'm asleep because when I get home from work on Sundays, I go to sleep. Hold on. Wait a minute. I can figure it out. Hold on. Where the hell is it? It's right there, and you click on it. Hover over it, click on it. Click the 3 dots. Pin message. I could do that. Woohoo! I figured out how to do that. I learned how to pin. Oh, I see. Yeah, share my YouTube link. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I figured I'd go live tonight. Why not? I don't know how much time I have left. It says, oh, sorry, Vern, hang on.
Hey.
Okay, yay.
I was like just laughing about Katie with this restreaming of Rebel. The stuff he says, I mean, it's so contradictory and ridiculous. It's funny. It's actually funny. I mean, like, I know it's not, but
no, it is.
But it's comedy. It's like natural comedy. He does like, unfortunately, it's just a broken loop. He does the same thing over and over again. But she just has classic stuff going on here. It's just hard to like not listen to it because it's like funny.
Yeah.
And then she's so nerdy about how she does it too, with her own commentary on it. It's funnier that way.
Yeah.
Making myself some tea.
Yeah, I like Katie. She's funny. She's funny. Like I was telling Abe last night, we all have our roles to play. Right. So who am I to take somebody's role away? You know what I mean? Like by being mean and nasty to them. Everybody's got their shtick. So, go right ahead and do it,
Yeah.
Like, who am I? I'm nobody, and here I am talking shit. Like, I know I'm not talking shit no more. I might talk shit to him, but
yeah, I mean, the problem with like Rebel is that he definitely has a personality disorder.
Yes,
he's not right in the head. I mean, it's obvious. And a lot of people play this all off and are really mean, but there's nobody in this world that's perfect, And
yeah.
is if you're so offended by him or whatever, is don't have anything to do with him. I mean, he's wanting the attention no matter whether it's negative or positive. So these people are giving him exactly what he wants. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like a give and take, and everybody's yeah.
Whether what's real or not real in his world, he believes it, and that's what matters to him. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whether other people believe it or not. There is definitely shenanigans going on with people on YouTube here, and they do target people, do stuff. There's no doubt. I know for a fact. But
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, his yeah, all his claims are not unfounded. You know.
no, but he also, part of his personality disorder, that he turns on everybody. He's turned on people for no reason. He makes these delusional accusations to people who are not involved, that he involves them in this bullshit, which makes him look like to the whole community like that screwed up. And that's the problem, is that he's putting everybody in underneath an umbrella who aren't really doing anything. You know what I mean? Just because you're in someone's chat or associating or talking to someone doesn't mean you're in their Discord, doesn't mean that you're part of their group or whatever like that or anything else, you know. And even if you are in their Discord, you may not even participate in their stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what I used to say to him when he used to throw names at me. And I was like, I don't know who that person is. I don't know who that person is. I don't talk to that person. I've never talked to that person. I'm like, you can ask them if you want, but I've never spoken to them. You know.
Yeah,
now I know you're supporting this person. God.
I've gotten around to so many different people and channels that it makes me look like I'm up to shit when I'm not up to. I just happen to be where I was thrown into this place and with these people at a time because I was targeted. You know, and I might be still targeted. I don't know. It doesn't bother me anymore because I don't let it bother me, and I don't do really live streams anymore. I used to do live streams all the time. I used to do 4-day live streams.
Damn.
I used to do it from the time that you could start doing live streams to about 2021, and I found better things to do with my life. You know what I mean? Like, I was sort of stuck in my house with my mother, taking care of her, and then COVID, and we couldn't go anywhere, and I couldn't go anywhere because I didn't want to risk getting her sick. You know?
Yeah.
We had these people coming in that were helping her, that were bringing in sickness, and they were all like, you know, around other people that were sick. It was not good. It wasn't a good scene.
Yeah.
Having people making welfare calls and calling the cops over nonsense, making up shit. I mean, the worst part is when people start making stuff up that isn't true.
Yeah. Agreed.
I want to cancel you or whatever. You know, it's stupid, but
you know, yeah, it's.
And really, I would have got a life if I could have had one, but I just was stuck there from 2019 till 2021. I couldn't do anything. Not to mention, for 2017, I tore the bicep tendon in my right arm, and I couldn't even lift my arm up for almost 2 years, like without using my other arm. Like I couldn't do anything. Like I totally lost all my work, everything that I was doing, everything went to hell. You know what I mean? And when I found out I had cancer, when I ended up being forced out of my home and had a bad gallbladder, I had like 4 autoimmune diseases that I didn't know I had. I've had like a lot of shit on my plate, you know, and then I had to find a whole new career and get and go get licensed and trained for it. You know what I mean? That I could do, that I could earn the money that I need to do to be self-sufficient, because I don't want to go on disability. I've been trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
3 different entities saying you need to go on disability and all this shit, and you know, and then disability takes years to get on, and then after all that effort and everything that you get, they give you like a lump sum payment, but they don't pay you enough to be self-sufficient. You can't really live. I can't live around here on what they would offer me. There's like rent here is more than what they pay you. You know what I mean? And then you have to find like Section 8 housing in a place where there's no housing, period.
Yeah. I know somebody that's trying to get on disability and they have the proof and they haven't been accepted yet. And he was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it takes years. Like, you have cancer, you have 4 autoimmune diseases, you have anxiety, you have all these things going on, but they can't seem to get their shit together to do it. You know what I mean? And then after all that, it's not even enough money to live on. It's not at all worth it. I would not wish it on anybody.
Well, I was like, I told my daughter, I said, take a picture. The man has no legs. How the fuck are you denying him disability?
I mean, there's people here up in the streets. There's like homeless people so bad now in the West, and every one of them is incapable of functioning properly. They're living like in shelters that they make out of tarps and stuff and pallets, for Christ's sakes. They're living like in almost unlivable conditions. They have no running water, they have no toilet, they have no nothing. And you're telling me that that's okay? I mean, it's not. And the other thing that's really sad too is that we have the money to go into the Middle East and spend billions of dollars a day fighting a war that we have no intention on winning, that it has to do with some kind of wealthism and stuff, and we can't like somehow take some of that budget and make it possible so we don't have homeless people in this, because I mean it's not good to have homeless people. They spread diseases, they spread a lot of stuff that you don't understand, and you can't even walk down the streets like in LA, San Francisco, Portland, up in Seattle. It's so bad, people have no idea unless you go on YouTube and you can watch some of the videos where these people walk down the streets. It is so gnarly, like, and you're only seeing the video. If you try going down, like, and this has been going on in like San Francisco for 20 years, like where people defecate on the street. You're like in certain areas you can't even walk without almost walking in human feces. It's disgusting, and that's not safe. You know what I mean? Like, why would you even want to go there? Wonder why all the cities and then they have this theft problem where these people go into like Walgreens and stuff like that and just fill their pockets worth of stuff, and they have this policy not to touch them, and the cops don't enforce any laws on them either. It's just terrible. So how do you even run a business? You know what I mean?
Yeah, boosting. It's called boosting. How terrible it is that I know that.
Oh, hey, Albert. Albert's here.
I know. Hi, Albert. I said hello to him. I don't know him, but hi.
Albert is like many different entities. We believe he's unholy. It's just a joke.
Oh, sorry. To blow my nose. Yeah. Oh, I remember Unholy. Unholy's been in here.
Yeah. Well, that's Albert, according to Abe.
Okay.
No, it's not. I have only one.
He's not Legion. Okay. He's not Legion.
There can only be one Albert Mal. Buddy. Oh my goodness. Some of the names of some of these sock accounts are funny as hell too. There's somebody in there called Mr. Nobody. This was in Katie's, and Dead Neck Redneck.
Oh, One Stop. Yay.
Oh, cool. One Stop there. I gotta put it.
No, wait. Oh, you talking about the? Oh no, not you. Well, I'm sorry. I was sleeping. Are you talking about the last one? The last one. I did like 4 in a row, and I kept deleting them and stuff because I just, yeah. Every time I started a stream, I was like, all right, I'm going to hang up. And I hung up, and somebody jumped in. Patriot came in once, and it was already after I'd killed it. And then somebody else, I can't remember who it was, came in, and I was like, oh, crap. I'll start another one. And it was like a frustrating night.
Yeah.
No, I get it, One Stop, because I tried to make it a little early this time. So, because I'm kind of tired of coming on at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's just crazy.
Well, hey, she's a fucking New Yorker. That's what time that it starts getting happening around there, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm from New Jersey, remember? I'm from New Jersey. Benny used to say I was
same. It's all the fucking same around there. 24 hours down. Doesn't stop picking up until 10 o'clock at night. What the fuck, you know?
Benny used to tell everybody I was from Staten Island, and it fucking made me laugh. She's from Staten Island. I'm like, no, the fuck I am not. My relative, maybe. What?
She wishes she was.
You're right.
Staten Island's pretty high upper class, isn't it?
Staten Island?
Yeah, isn't it middle class or something?
I have no idea. No clue.
Oh, Long Island was upper middle class because I had a few friends that were from there that I knew, and they were pretty well. His families were pretty well to do, but I don't know. They were along the Atlantic side.
They say, what, the Atlantic side?
I think, or whatever this. It was. They had waterfront property.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, yeah, the whole thing is Atlantic, but um,
It was like on the side where the beaches are. You know, it was like I remember them saying it was really
well,
expensive.
it depends. Yeah, it depends on how far down you live.
They had pretty big homes.
Because I'm surrounded by beach. I can walk to any beach and take me 5 minutes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
But you're in an apartment, right?
I'm in a 4 bedroom house.
Oh, in a house, yeah. So there,
But they
the
say it's the
are the
highest.
are
Yeah,
houses
yeah.
are fairly new, or are they older houses, or
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything.
because
I
like
don't.
in like Brooklyn and stuff like that, they have like the brownstones, right? Like the old apartment buildings that were built around the turn of the century.
I don't know. I don't go to the city much, and I'm terrible. I don't know my own history. I'm sorry. I just don't care.
I
Don't know. No say nada.
like Manhattan when I was there.
Everybody likes Manhattan. I hate Manhattan.
I
Only
like,
because it's a city.
yeah, it's all buildings, all
Yeah.
skyscrapers, and
I used to go. We used to have somebody, a relative of mine that used to live in the city, and you couldn't sleep because it's just fire trucks and traffic and horns beeping and all this noise. And then when they come out here, they can't sleep. It's too quiet. So, I mean, we have. It's just yeah. It's my town itself, village. The center of the village is 2 blocks long, like all the stores and shit. Mostly, maybe 3, and that's it. I'm just 4,500 people here. That's it.
Bandit says 2 a.m. and he's sleeping.
I know that's why I wanted to go on early so I could catch Bandit because I missed him. And now that Nemesis doesn't go live, I can't find Bandit.
Yeah, Nemesis is taking a break.
Yeah. So that means I can't find Bandit. Dime sientes with a bicho como. Yeah. That's okay. I didn't see anything that said anything about me, so I don't mind. I didn't see Gordito. I didn't see I didn't see anything like that. Exactly. There you go. Nope, that's fine. Because yeah, exactly. I'm one stop. You know where I am. I think because we talked about it a long time ago. I'll tell anybody where I am. I mean, I'm way, way 9 miles from the end of the island on the north side, not on the Montauk side. I'm sure you guys have heard of Montauk. No? Did I die or something? I don't know.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, Vern. You just didn't say anything, and I thought maybe something happened to me.
I was just kind of reading chat, and then somebody sent me a message about about another community and all the nonsense going on over there. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, no, I'm just poking the bear a little. That's
There's
all.
backstabbers in this other community and two-faced and everything. And I'm like so done with them. I'm like
Yeah.
the chosen one community. Oh my god, just fucking such idiots over there.
Wait, Chosen One?
Yeah.
I watch him, I think.
Yeah, well, it's a community that built off of him and stuff, and he's not really part of that community anymore, even though that he kind of created it. But yeah, but like this, there's a female version of Rebel called Survivor Girl, and she's live on there, and she's just like she lives right by Rebel too. She's in Massachusetts. Has this like she sounds like a duck that's being hung by her bill and was force fed broken glass, and she gets all drunk and high on something, and she It's alleged that she's faking cancer and all this other stuff, and I mean, it's just too much drama to deal with.
Yeah, no.
Want me to turn her on to Rebel or something like that, and I'm like, they would make a perfect couple.
That's it, That's it. There's one in every group, man. You know the one.
Oh my god. She's been stalking me for like 4.5 years, and like finally I've got her. Like she's so distracted now by other things, she fucking isn't bothering me. But God, it was so ridiculous. She was like saying I'm doing all this stuff, and I had nothing to do with her at all. There was like a time where I wasn't even on YouTube, and I was doing all this stuff, and then they got these other people trying to stir shit up, saying that I'm doing all these things, I'm hacking all these channels and all this nonsense and stuff. I'm not even on. I'm not even on, man. It's like, wow. Like I could do all this stuff and I'm not even there. You know?
Yeah, without saying names, that sounds like the Nigel /
yeah
thing.
I've known Nigel for a pretty long time too.
Well, I heard about the whatever stalking or whatever it was.
Yeah. I've been in and out of so many communities because I've been doing this for so long, and I was attacked by everyone at one point, and some people that would attack me became really friendly with me because they'd be like, they were led to me under false pretense, and I'm not a bad person or anything like that, not what they made me out to be and all that. And then I do these acts, I do these shows where it was so believable that even the cops believed it, and I had to like convince the cops. I'm like, I was just acting, it's all a show. They're like, well, why don't you put it on there? I'm like, I put it on there, and it's in fine print at the bottom of that it's all an act, you're not to take it seriously. And they're like, well, you need to make it bigger so we can read it. I'm like, oh my God, it's there. Why don't you just look for it? Instead of just making assumptions, you know what I mean? Fuck, you're breaking my door down with a SWAT team with machine guns and stuff over a video that was made that you can't even show me, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? It's so unbelievable, the shit that was going on. It was like, oh my God.
I don't have any of those things on there, so I should probably do that, like a disclaimer or whatever. But I nothing really goes on here. We all just laugh and nobody really fights.
Extreme kind of acting and stuff like that. But it was so funny because I'm like, when the cops came and I'm like, I had such swelling in my legs, and I had cellulitis, I had sepsis and stuff. I'm like, I'm a real threat to you guys. I have cellulitis and sepsis and stuff, and they're like, oh my God, do we need to call an ambulance or something? I'm like, no, I've been to the doctor. They're doing all they can. It's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Thanks for stopping by, Albert Mel. Appreciate it. Really do. Thank you.
Yeah, Albert, take it easy.
Yeah. It's good to see you. Somebody went live. Oh, let me stop. I'm just as bad as everybody else now. Let me stop.
Yeah, there's a lot of people going live right now.
Well, you know who went live, but I can't. And he's got the commentary shit on, so you can't comment anyway.
That's because Katie's been going on for an hour and a half with him, which, like I said, some of the stuff was hella funny. Where he said you couldn't even pay me to be your friend or something like that. That was the funniest one. It's like, yeah, like that's what you want, is people to pay you to be your friend, but then you're just totally contradictive, man. It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hasta mañana. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, not much goes on in here, especially because I start them and kill them and start them and kill them and start them and kill them. McDonald's for dinner. I cooked sausage and peppers and onions, and my kids were like, "We're going to McDonald's," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, so any like takeout food as much as possible.
Well, they'll eat that later because they didn't realize I was cooking, and they had pulled all their money in a couple of my son's friends, so they went to McDonald's.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
And I'm broker than a joke this week. If anybody wants to donate to me, be my guest.
Yeah, I got set back 3 weeks on my training and all that, so I was supposed to be in Portland.
Oh shit! And you were so
I was all packed, ready to go, and then I went out the other morning and found a flat tire on my truck, and I thought the tire was punctured, and like filled it up with air and put soapy water around. Couldn't find anything. Put it in the bathtub even. Could not find any leak. I'm like, what the hell? Like somebody there. Well, we have surveillance cameras here, so and that happens to be right on that wheel. There's a camera, and I watched it at about 8 o'clock at night. It started to deflate, and it took 4 hours to go flat. And there was nobody around it or no anything. When it started going flat, I could even hear my voice on the. I was out front, and I could hear my voice on the camera, and yeah, it was like a weird phenomenon. But it ended up being that we had this brutal storm heading, and I would have had to driven in like bad weather with like a bald tire because the tire was bald. I really thought it was punctured. I mean, it's bald on the side.
Wow.
I had to order new tires for the back, and they're not going to be there till Friday. And it's like I got to put everything on credit anyways. But it's just like I thought I was only going to be 2 weeks, but they can't get me in for 3 weeks now, so I have to wait 3 weeks. But
Well, that kind of worked out then, didn't it?
yeah, I guess it gives me time to get. I had some other things I needed to get done and deal with. I have my car. I got a new motor in that, and I got to get it the oil changed in it, so it's good to go when I start working. I got to drive 55 miles one way to work, but then I'll be at work for 11 days.
Damn.
Then I get 3 days off. So yeah, it'll not be too bad. I don't only have to drive up there every 4 times a month, I guess. So it's not a big deal. But the thing is like trying to keep a place when you're not home at all. It doesn't make any sense, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
In storage and most of everything in storage, and then just live out of the truck, you know.
Oh, that sucks. He said something about the chosen one, Abe. The chosen one community.
What's the other channel? What do you mean? Oh, the other channels is like I don't even want to like tell people because she doesn't need anybody else going over there. She's so vile a person and disgusting and everything else. And I mean, it's just and like I said, there's an allegation that she's faking cancer and a bunch of other stuff. So
God.
And she's been gotten over $15,000 in donations for the cancer alone and all this stuff. And she's never really shown any proof of that she has it or anything. And now she claims she is terminally ill with stage 4 bone cancer and blah, blah, blah. But she's up all night doing 12-hour streams, smoking and drinking like a fish and all this other unhealthy stuff that somebody with, like you would think with cancer would be trying to get, you know what I mean, treated. It is very suspicious, but I don't even want to go there. It's not I don't care. You know what I mean? Like these stupid people that give her money and give her attention, that's their problem, you know?
Well, I have a cancer at home. She's 26. Her birthday's in July.
My sister's cancer. I have a cancer in my kidney. Like,
you know, and she's a pain. She's a pain.
Yeah, I got to see a spinal doctor on the 12th too, and they're going to check to see what's going on with this mass in my back. And
oh yeah, you had that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, because I have carcinoma, and it could have spread to my spine. And if that's deep shit, but I'll deal with it. Part of life is dying, you know what I mean?
Well, I've been doing it since the day we were born.
Just sooner or later, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's later, I guess, but the best part of my life is behind me now, the way I look at it.
Well, yeah, if it happened to me, I mean, I'm pretty satisfied, you know. I've done a lot of stuff in my life.
One stop, if I had somebody, a significant other, it would be totally different. Then I would definitely want to keep a place and all that, but maybe it's best that I just save money and then go buy a place and not rent anymore, you know.
That would be nice. I'll never own a house. So
to put it down on a house, and my mortgage payment won't be too bad, and then I can sell it when I'm retired and go do what I want to do. I have plenty of money to go live on. I figure I want to work for about 20 years now, 19 or 20 years. That'll put me around 75. If I can, you know.
Yeah.
And then I figure 5 years, I'll live it up and be dead by the time I'm 80. My dad died at 77, so my mother died at 87. So if I live somewhere between that, I'll be doing pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, mine died at 59. I've got
There's so many, babe.
58. I mean, he died at 58, so that gives me 3 more years to see if I can beat that cycle there.
Yeah, a lot of my relatives died from on my dad's side, all from heart and strokes. So his mother lived to be 88. She didn't really smoke or do anything bad, but she ended up having strokes and went blind in one eye and with the end there. But it was a different time. The medical science has greatly improved, so people have a potential to live a lot longer, healthier lives. On one hand, on another hand, just depends on your genes. I mean, really, it's genetic.
Yeah, I take after my father's side of the family. Like my aunt had like double mastectomies, but I never got anything like that. So I don't know how much I take, after that side of the family, because
Well, there's some different kinds of breast cancer that you can get. Some are really slow growing, and other ones are very fast. It just depends.
Well, yeah. Well, I do the whole shit every year.
And there's a lot of shit that women were exposed to in the 50s that caused breast cancer today. So,
well, that's that whole thing. Like I took my kid. Wait a minute. Mine died at 60. I'm afraid to go. Yep, exactly. One stop. Me too. It's like, yeah. My mother did that too.
My dad had his first heart attack at 53, and I'm going to be 56 in a few weeks. And my blood pressure and everything is totally normal, knock on wood. Where my dad had really bad blood pressure from the time he was about 50 on. And my sister does too. My sister takes more after my dad. My mom didn't have any heart problems until she was in her 80s. But she smoked and drank really heavily. She was a heavy drinker, heavy smoker. And it's amazing she lived as long as she did. I mean, all things considering, she did die from heart failure.
But yeah, my mom had her first heart attack, I think, at 45. No, 30. Hold on, 33. Whatever, 52 or something like that, maybe. And yeah, they both smoked heavily.
Yeah, it's a big difference one stop the smoking does, because it's the nicotine's bad for your arteries in your heart. But
yeah,
heart issues, but it runs your family. Yeah, it's just something you have to keep. If it does run in your family, is a higher or elevated risk that you could develop heart problems. But if you just take care of yourself and watch your blood pressure and try to stay away from sugar, especially, processed foods and sugar is really bad for your heart. And then also bad teeth and bad oral problems too.
That runs in the family, definitely.
Yeah.
I know that.
Video of hail. I could show you pictures of snow today. Fucking 2 feet of it out here.
The fin jab. Oh. Yeah, I didn't get jabbed, so not even close. I was like, nope, no thank you. It's written all over my charts. I had all my doctors, and I have a lot of doctors. And like the cardiologist, the GP, the nephrologist, the freaking pulmonologist. Do you want to do it? Nope. Are you sure? Yup. Okay, I'm going to write that you refused. Okay, go right ahead.
My dad would have been 91 this year. He died at 77.
I think my mother died at 84.
And my mother died at 86 and a half. She was
my mother told the lady in the nursing home, I'm going to die soon. And the lady was like, it'll be all right. And that was the day my mother stopped eating. Every time they gave her water, she spit out the water. Tried to give her pills. She wouldn't take her pills. She wouldn't eat. And that's it. She literally stopped eating and just died on my brother's birthday.
Wow.
On purpose. And I know she did it on purpose because she loved my brother. My brother was Jesus Christ, kiss his feet. And she planned it and she just did it herself. It was fucking weird.
I'll never do it either. Fuck the jab.
And I haven't even had it.
Save the jab.
Ugh.
Take your jab and shove it.
Never had it. And I've got O positive blood. If that means anything, I feel like O positives are fucking immune, but I never got it. I was exposed to it a bunch of times because I know my daughter caught it twice. I didn't catch nothing. Nope. And I still went out here. The cops didn't stop us from going out. Like, yeah, they stopped us from congregating, but they didn't stop us from going out. And I went out the whole fucking time, at least 2 or 3 times a week. I went out every night to go to the fucking store. Didn't wear a mask either. So, yeah. It's funny though, because like in the beginning, all those other immunizations, I feel the ones that they tested and took years to make, yeah, I vaccinated all my kids, but when this shit came out, there was no way I was going to do it. Don't trust anything that they can make in 6 months. Oh. Who belongs in prison?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Fauci or whatever his name is.
They all do.
Yeah, true. They all do. You're right about that.
Bill Gates, especially.
Yeah, he's the big thing.
He's the one that owns the. He owns the.
Pfizer.
You know, he owns the recipe for the inoculation and all that. He was one that pushed it. Fauci, you know, all of them.
Am I still going to get struck because we're talking about this?
Probably. Abel's happy struck.
What? Who? Abe?
He's in here in another stock account.
Yeah, I know. He's going to get me struck. That's the funniest part. I'll tell you something. The night that Rebel came in, YouTube Bureau of Instigation was asking me questions. And I was going, no, that's okay. No, you don't have to do anything. No, that's okay. You know how long it took me to figure out it was him? I didn't even know. I was like, who the fuck is this? And then later on that night, I was sitting here and I was like, you're a dumbass. That was Abe all along. I felt so stupid. It was funny. And I should have known because it's easy to tell. At least it's easy for me to tell now, you know.
He has some funny sock accounts. Abe, were you and Katie's earlier under a sock account? Because I think you were. If not, somebody has got a sock account with you and Katie's. It was in Katie's earlier. You said something about being in there or being on 38 minutes. Everybody saying hello to each other. Oh, it was funny. If not, you have somebody that cloned you. Going in there trying to annoy them, trying to be you. So they'll hate on you even more. That's what they do too. They'll make like accounts that are like people think that it's you. And then they go in there to just be an asshole. So they instigate more negativity towards you.
Oh, you know what I meant? Wonder if I can still do it.
They do that shit. I've had it happen to me. Like I had people coming and messaging me saying, "Is this you in here stirring up shit?" I'm like, "No." Somebody's in here in a clone. I'm like, "Well, block them." And I have like 6 or 7 of my clones blocked on my one channel.
Where is?
Because they would tell me to go over there, and then I'd have to block them myself. You know. That way I can keep track of them. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Is Bandit still in here? Holy crap, Bandit.
I think Bandit fell asleep.
He might have, but I'm watching the video of the hail. The hail.
It's brutal hell, huh?
It was a lot. It was wow, it was really coming down. You know, like wow. Like it was a lot.
Yeah, and then the I missed most of the shit show at Abe's the week before with all that stuff that Nemesis was telling me about what happened, and I was like, really? I missed all that shit. I remember there was something started between Tammy and Nemesis, and then I sent an email to Abe about it, I think, or something, and I fell asleep.
Oh yeah.
And it was over. Like Abe's thing was over, and then I went back to sleep, and then I guess Nemesis went and had another live. I missed all that. And then he had Bird on there and all this other stuff. I'm like, I missed it all. Fuck. I just can't stay up that late. You know what I mean? Like I don't sleep a lot, but when I do get tired or when I sleep, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. I've been having, sometimes I have a hard time sleeping. The other night, I had somebody from Brittany hit me up at 4 a.m. And it was like leaving me messages and like voice messages. It's like, Jennifer, wake up, Jennifer. You know, shit like that. And I was fucking laughing my ass off. And so I was up till like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then last night I was up till about, I don't even know what time I was up till, about 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock. I'm not sure. Like everybody's kept me up for at least once till early morning hours. Nemesis, you, Vern, Abe. Who's the other person? The Muckers.
You know. Night I went to bed at like 7. I'm like, I ate. I was laying here. I was watching something, and then I was asleep. I'm like, what the hell? I think that's the night you went live, and you were only live for a short time. I think PD was in there, or no, it was Rob. You were talking to Rob.
That's right, because Rob came in that one time too. He was the second person when I hit the button.
Like I happened to be scrolling through my subscriptions, and it said it had a little blue dot by you, and it's like, huh? So I clicked on it, and
yeah. Because every time I sat there, I sat for like 10 minutes doing nothing, right? And I was like, all right, that's it. I'm freaking done. So I hit end stream, and then somebody would come in. I was like, fuck, let me do another one. And then I started another one, and this not the same person that I expected to come in because they came in the first time. I hit the end stream. Nobody came in for 10 minutes. I hit the end stream, and then somebody else came in. And I was like, God damn it. So I did the last one, and I was like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm very impatient. I don't like it when I have nobody to talk to. Like, I don't know how Rebel does it, or even Katie does it, or anybody, because I need people to talk to. I can't just monologue. I can't do it. I can talk on the phone and talk somebody's fucking head off, but on here, no.
A lot of these people are all in Discords, and so they've developed their little community in their Discord, and then when they go live, they're all there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was told, yeah.
Looks like Mr. P is going live in 30 minutes.
Who?
Mr. P.
Oh, Mr. P.
And Reaper the Joker, Huckleberry's sidekick, is live too.
Oh.
That's where a lot of these people go.
On Discord or just on?
No, on
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's like the night that Rebel came in, all those people came in.
Ooh, here we go. We the People Tyrant Wars is live.
Are you sure? Because that's
7 minutes.
they've been.
What is their title? Reference video, Mr. Dillian and Mr. Schmidt.
Thanks, One Stop. Definitely. Thanks for stopping by and have a good night. I hope you can sleep. Sleep is important. And have a good day tomorrow.
Oh, by the way, Abe, We the People Tyrant War says they're coming after you. They said that at the end of their other live the other night. They said, we haven't forgot about you, Abe, and blah, blah, blah. Right now, they're just too preoccupied with other people to address you, but they've said that in their live in case you missed it.
Big up, One Stop. Glad to see you. Everybody's after Abe. Come on now.
Oh, is One Stop out of here?
Yeah, he left. He says he has a big day tomorrow, big stressful day, and he needs sleep.
Well,
So
hopefully it won't be too stressful. You'll kick it. You'll hit it. One Stop.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's always a pleasure to have One Stop here. He's like one of the few people that's sane in this freaking world of YouTube.
And Bandit too. Bandit's level.
Yeah. He's a good mod, actually. Bandit's a really good mod.
Yeah.
Bandit.
Hey, what?
Bandit.
And yeah, and he was like the very first stream. He was like popping my, link up there like 10 times. But good for them. But thanks for heads up. Yeah.
Abe's a good mod too. Abe doesn't do anything bad. Like everyone makes him out to be and stuff.
Yes, and Abe is very helpful.
They just always want a reaction out of him, and they taunt him, and he reacts, and that's why they constantly keep carrying it. Like and that's what they did. You just have to ignore them. You have to just like at one point just don't even like entertain them. Don't go there. Don't. What you don't know won't hurt you. It's totally true.
Yeah.
All the shit talking that they do and all that, when they get no reaction out of you or anything like that, they end up moving on because there's nothing to do.
That's true.
They get bored with it,
That's true. One thing Abe does, Jesus, I got lost. One thing Abe does do is answer them logically. Like he doesn't come back with this, how do you
address somebody that's being stupid like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't come back with venom. He's just like, yeah, like me. I used to fight with logic. Because people would be like, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, you smell, whatever, they come up with these things. And I'm like, yes, but why did you say that blah, 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 blah when you said blah, 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 blah yesterday? Can you please explain why you're being so hypocritical with yourself, Whereas I don't go back and say, you fucking stupid, ugly face, I just, like, logically, it's like, come on, logic. Like my son would say, logic. Because there's no point in calling people names because it doesn't mean anything.
But I have no idea what their deal is with that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I guess you reference them a bunch of times, and so now they have to react.
Yeah.
I find them to be more entertaining and comical too.
Rebel, if you're watching, come in. If you can hear me, come on in. Come and talk. We don't need to yell at each other. We can be cool.
Come and talk.
I don't want to fight with him. Just he can come in and talk. I got no problem with it as long as he's not vile and
I don't have a problem with him really. I mean, like
I don't either.
I think some of the stuff he says is kind of comical at times because it's so contradictory and stuff. But I mean, he doesn't do anything that warrants the kind of attention that he gets, in my opinion.
Right. Agreed. No, agreed.
Like on one hand, on the other hand, you're dealing with a counter mentality. They're all the people you spend day in and day out on these streams and every other stream going off on him. And then weaponizing Bubs and stuff. Like,
yeah, Yeah. Sorry.
And Bub's that bad of a guy. I think they find a way to
Yeah. Let it fire under the ass. Yeah.
we have to run out here in a minute because if the people are here to plow the lot, I'm gonna have to move my vehicles.
Yeah.
So,
No, I mean, like, Rebel could come in and just hang out, laugh, joke. I mean, we don't even have to talk about what's going on. Like, come in and just hang out. I got no problems. And as far as I can tell, nobody in here is going to, like, attack him like everybody else does because we got no reason to, unless you say shit, then you can shit back. But if you come in and just say, hey, what the hell's up? And nobody's going to go with him. Nobody's in here is like, wants to fight with him. I don't want to fight with him. I would love to have him come in here and be cool because he is a really cool dude. I mean, I've spoken to him. I know that he's cool. If he could just be chilling, be cool, not a problem. I don't got a problem with it. I didn't time him out the last time that he was in here. I didn't time him out at all. So I don't think he's listening, though. He's probably not listening to my stream. But if you are, come on in. Really,
so usually that diverts his attention,
Well, yeah, but he's live right now.
Yeah, I know.
But so he's probably not, even concerned with me, which is.
Well, he goes and listens when he's quiet on his stream. He's watching other streams, so he's on my shit before when.
Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't mind. I got nothing against him. Not a thing.
Being a dick, that's the only problem, with me.
Well, that's it. If you come in yelling at people, then people are going to yell back. But like I said, nobody in here. If he doesn't yell at anybody in here, nobody's going to yell back. We've got nothing to yell about.
Yeah, I've never ever trolled him either. You know what I mean? Like I could be a real dick to him if I wanted to, but
I don't know. I think it'd be cool.
A lot of trolling back around between 20, but I had certain targets that I had to deal with because they were former friends, and stuff that became dickheads, and I just couldn't handle it. So I'd go in there and troll them. And then I showed people how to clone accounts and stuff, which was my biggest mistake I ever made in my life because then all the bad trolls came after me with these clone accounts and shit. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to do any of that shit.
So long ago and stuff, and I used to do seminars on trolling and shit. The worst thing is people would fucking listen to me and start doing it to me. Man, I never thought of that, But
yeah, can I change that? Is it possible to change the title of your stream midstream?
Yeah, you can do it.
How do I do it?
You have to go into studio.
YouTube
Studio. Yeah, go to YouTube Studio.
YouTube Studio.
Content, and then from content live.
Hold on. Slow down. Please slow down. I'm very literal and slow. Hold on. I need step-by-step instructions. I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm like an idiot. Okay, so I'm in. Now I go to content.
YouTube Studio, content.
Yeah. Content.
Then go under the live tab. See that's 3 tabs over live.
Yep. Yes.
And then click on the title of you're the one that's live.
So I click on the one I'm in.
Yeah, the one that's live, and then it should take you to where you can click on where it has a little looks like a
edit thing. Edit.
Yeah, you can go to edit too.
Maybe. Sorry, I'm just
edit title description. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so why?
If not, you need to go into the studio control panel, which you just click on. Let's see, it's easier if I have a live going where I can see exactly what the I described the icon. It looks like a microphone, sort of it's like a little circular.
Right. No. Well, I must have to go back. Hold on, because I'm in channel content. Hold on. All right, I'm in channel content, and you said go to live, right? Okay, I'm in live, and I had clicked that live, but I unclicked it now. No, there's nothing. It just says, I don't know, video, shorts, live, posts, playlist, podcast promotions.
No.
So live now.
Yeah, you can go up in the where it says create up in the corner there,
Yeah.
and then you can click on that.
Okay.
Like click on the live one.
Go.
If you see see the one with the circle with the little parentheses around it.
Yeah, it says go live.
Okay, well, if you go to your content one under the live tab, the one that says live, that's the current live going, you'll see
Yeah.
the same icon on that row next to where the title is there. And if you click on that, that'll take you into your control panel. And on the control panel, you can do everything.
No, there's nothing there. I clicked. All right.
It's right below. It's like right below the title on it. You see right below the title. There's those icons there.
No.
On if you're on your live content live tab, under the one that's live.
Yeah, when you click check mark the one that's live, right?
Yeah, you don't need to check mark it. You just roll over it.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So view and live control room. I'm so sorry, Vern. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's like cool.
Seriously.
You got to practice doing it. It's like one of those things. I haven't done it in a long time, so I don't remember exactly, but
yeah, no, and then it says edit the title, which is what I'm going to do right now.
Yeah. You can also end your stream there. If you're going to get a copyright strike, you can actually delete your stream right there too. And that'll stop you from getting a terms of service strike or whatever. Somebody's trying to do it. And then under there, you can go under your control panel, you can control the DVR, which if you're doing content restreaming, you want to make sure that you turn off the DVR so that way they can't timestamp you to strike you if they're going to mass report you.
Right. Okay. The fuck do I get out of here? I don't care about getting out of here. All right. Oh, excuse me. All right, I changed it. Only because here I am inviting him in when I made kind of shitty comments, in my title. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So
the next time I was able to do lives on this channel was March 2nd, 2022. And
damn.
Then they've disabled my ability to live stream on this channel completely. Like I can upload videos, I can do whatever I want. I just can't do lives. They won't let me for no reason. There's no reason. I've never had a community strike. I've had copyright things or whatever, but none of them were affected anything. But
right.
they just turned it off one day with I guess somebody with a lot of clout or whatever had me shut down completely.
Damn.
Like people like Rebel sits there and says, "Oh, they're doing this and that." They have never shut his channels down. Like I've been through 7 channels. One day I had 55 takedowns on my videos, like live videos. I had to run 30 live videos at once to stop them from doing it because they didn't know I was live on another one. They would sit there and mass report my channels constantly. So I just outdid them. Then I had to go through and contest 55 takedowns in one day. Yeah, he's never had people attack him like that. He thinks that he's had it bad. He's never had it like I've had it completely. And that was Andrew and all these other people that did all that shit to me. Okay, I mean, I know that for a fact. Yeah, they can be a lot nastier. They haven't been nasty to him like he has any idea that they could be. Like I've been to court too, Rebel. I had fucking restraining orders put on me by everyone around me. They fucking paid people off to get restraining orders against me. It was ridiculous when I was doing nothing at all to anybody. So you think you have it hard, dude? You don't even know the half of it. How many days have you spent in jail? I had to spend 51 days in jail, okay, over this nonsense, doing nothing wrong, claiming that I fucking cut my own cable to my house so I would have no internet, stupid shit like that.
So what was that considered? Destruction of property?
Destruction of property, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I had no fine and no penalty. That's how they fucking played me on this, okay? I had no fine, no penalty. They just fucking kept me in jail for 51 days so that they could burglarize my house, take all my shit out of my house, do all kinds of stuff to me. He's never had any of that shit done to him. So you can sit there and bitch and moan about all this and that. I never had nobody donate me nothing. Okay. I never asked for 1 penny from anybody ever. He's got it so much easier than other people. He has no idea how bad it can actually be. He thinks that the cops are on him. The cops haven't done shit to him. Haven't done shit to him. I was in a fucking 45-degree cell, 45-degree temperature cell for 5 weeks with no blanket, no nothing, with fucking pubic hair all over the fucking floor and shit.
Ew.
Yeah, disgusting. Disgusting.
Ew.
It's the worst fucking thing I've ever been through in my life. Puke on the fucking ceiling and shit.
Well, that takes practice.
Yeah, big deal. He got his channel. I've had 7 channels nuked, dude. 7. Okay? 7. Thousands of videos taken from me and shit. Literally. That's the truth, dude. That's the truth. I lost over $250,000 worth of fucking baseball memorabilia that was my dad's when he played professional baseball and shit that was stolen from my house. I lost all of our antique furniture, stuff that was in 4 generations in my family and shit. I couldn't move out. And I worked my ass off. I didn't sit on my ass my whole life and shit. I had fucking 2 jobs that I worked for fucking years, 2 or 3 jobs at once. I worked as a chef. I had to work fucking swing shift. I worked as a blueprinter. I worked in the mornings. I fucking also worked on my days off as I made soups and shit for another kitchen and stuff like that. I worked every freaking fucking day to the point of where my dad was like, "Why are you working this 3rd job? You know that they're taxing you at an 85% tax bracket on it. You're not even making any money." Yeah, I never ever asked for any handouts from anybody. Nothing. I earned everything I ever had. Had it all taken, just about all of it taken away from me. But he hasn't had that happen to him. He sits there and bitches and moans about people not being his friends. He has no idea. He had to be sitting in a fucking motel room by himself, worrying about whether he's going to have money for the next 2 weeks to even pay his rent. And that's working fucking every day for somebody like a slave, picking up their dog shit for their fucking 25, 30 fucking English fucking bulldogs and shit that they breed, that they take to shows. And they don't even pay you enough to fucking even buy yourself food. Dogs don't starve. Yeah, he thinks he has it rough, huh? He's not 55 years old, going to be 56, fucking having to do all this shit with a bad back, with cancer, with a fucked up gallbladder he had to have fucking cut out of him, and then a few weeks later be back fucking doing all this shit. He lives off of fucking all these other people's fucking niceness and shit, and then he sits there and throws it back in their face. You know, I don't understand why anybody would donate 1 dime to somebody for weed and cigarettes. It's destructive. It's stupid. I never fucking accepted anything from fucking anybody. I had to go out and earn my own shit, man. I don't smoke anything anymore. I don't do anything wrong. Do I get rewarded for it? Fuck no. And he's talking about like he can't do this shit. He's so full of shit. He needs to get off his ass and go fucking get like help. There's plenty of fucking groups that will put him through school, will pay for his tuition, everything if he just goes out and fucking asks them. They did it for me, they'll do it for him. He's got a lot more life ahead of him than I do. I don't know. Abe, you tell me. Dude, Nemesis told me he gave him over fucking $1,300 or something. It's unbelievable. And that's just one person. I mean, there's all these people that said they've given them thousands of dollars. So I think Katie was saying that it's somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000 he got over the last 2 years.
Yeah, but how would she know that?
Because of all the other people that have told her in Discord and everything, you know, like, they're all in Discord, you know.
Right.
I don't know. That's just what they said. You know what I mean? But if you start adding up hundreds of dollars a week, you know, 52 weeks, that's a lot of money. How much is 100 times 52? It's $5,200. That's just $100 a week.
Yeah.
And how long does $100 last when it comes to weed when you're a pothead? A couple days. Like here, like a quarter ounce of like decent weed is fucking $100. A quarter ounce doesn't last any time. I used to smoke 2 ounces a day back in my day when I was his age. I used to fucking spend $600 a month at least on weed.
Yeah, no, I don't have that kind of bill. I don't smoke.
I bought a nice fucking car. I wish I could go back and kick my ass because it was so fucking unnecessary and stupid. And all it did was fuck up my lungs. Give me asthma. I'd be treated for that. I was spending fucking $600, $700 a month in prescription drugs so I could smoke $600 worth of weed a month. That's stupid.
Yeah.
A third of my paycheck went to fucking supporting a stupid fucking drug habit, man.
Yeah, I never got into
any of that now, and I can't because I'm federally regulated. I have to be piss test and hair follicle tested and everything else, so I can't do nothing at all. They can the hair follicle. They can go back however long it takes for your hair to grow 12 centimeters, which is pretty long. So I imagine a year, even though they say they only go back 90 days, they can tell anything that you've done in 90 days, any drug at all, anything that they test for on that. Which means even stuff that I legally was prescribed and took that I can't take anymore, like for migraines. Like I was taking Fioricet for migraines, and I had to be taken off of that because it's considered a controlled substance because it's a barbiturate, and they don't let you, even though that it's out of your system in 6 hours, you know. And like I've never felt high off of it or anything. It just relieves my headaches and stuff. In fact, this other stuff they've given me, this Sutriptan, makes me feel kind of shitty, like compared to the other stuff. You know, I'd rather take the other shit because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something.
Unfortunate, I've never had a migraine or anything of that sort.
But the thing that actually created the worst health problems in me was drinking soft drinks. Like ever since I quit drinking them a few years ago now, like I've got so much better shape and everything, like Coca-Cola, corn sweetener and stuff like that. I was drinking tons of NOS. And yeah, NOS does work. Like I drink 3 or 4 of those cans a day and I could stay up all night with it. Like a day and a half. You go a day and a half on NOS and all that shit, no problem.
I'd have a heart attack.
But it ended up causing like me to gain a ton of weight. And I was like probably borderline going diabetic or something because I had like major swelling in my legs and stuff. But now I'm way better shape. So it's like all good. But
well, that's good. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with me. My pancreatitis, but if I could just stop eating pork rinds, maybe I'd be okay.
I used to eat pork rinds when I was younger. I always liked them.
I love pork rinds, and I'm addicted to them, and I eat them all the time. I'm opening a bag right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the red hot ones, the ones that are super spicy.
Yeah, well, I've got the what are they called? BMAR, and they're seasoned strips. So they're not puffy. They're hard, crunchy. Yeah. But
any processed food is super bad for you. Like all that stuff has trans fats.
Well, I'm gonna eat them. And what's gonna happen tomorrow?
Ham. Any of those lunch meats are really. I was reading about it. It's like I love that shit. You know what I mean? Like beef jerky. You
I
know,
don't like
sausage, all that summer sausage, all that shit's so bad for you.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
I'm
so
not crazy.
good. Tastes so good.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about cold cuts though. But
I do love summer sausage and fucking cheddar, like smoked super fucking sharp cheddar cheese. I don't know why, but
yeah, no, it's good.
on crackers, you know,
Yeah.
crackers are all bad for you too.
You're eating all the bad shit.
I was. I've been eating pretty lean stuff. Like I eat sardines now and tuna. I mean, the worst thing I ate tonight was like I had a can of Campbell's soup and some top ramen with tuna fish. But it was super spicy top ramen. No one's come in a big bowl. But I have like that way I don't have to like clean up dishes or nothing, you know, because I really don't have the ability to do that. So
Peanut butter and cheese. Oh, peanut butter and cheese?
I like peanut butter and bananas and bacon.
Yes, 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 Vern.
But bacon's hella bad for you. But I can't really cook it here, so
Well, what I used to do, believe it or not, it's weird. I used to make like you know when you brown cheese, it's not cheese, bread, like you toast it, put it like in a frying pan, you know, with the butter.
yeah.
And I used to do that and make it like garlic bread, and then I would take it out for some fucked up reason. I have no idea why. I would put jelly on it. So it was garlic bread with jelly. It was weird.
Sounds like
But
pregnant food.
shh, bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. Oh, not together. Oh, I see. American cheese. You know, we used to call peanut butter and jelly in our school choke, a choke sandwich, because the peanut butter was so thick, you would choke on it. I hate peanut butter and jelly. Ooh. I have to be like really in a mood to eat peanut butter and jelly. I don't know why. I was just and cheese. Forget cheese. Cheese does not like me.
Oh man.
I mean, I eat it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love mozzarella cheese, but man, it gives me a bellyache. In enough quantity, it gives me a bellyache. Bubble guts.
Lactose intolerant.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Everybody ran away. I don't blame them. I've been on for, oh my God, I've been on for an hour and a half.
Yeah, they all went to the Huck thing because they have that big feud going on with Bird right now.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm not.
It's going live too. I guess they already went live.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny. I was like thinking to myself, I'm not stealing anybody's.
Yeah, Mr.
Oh, I
P.
create. Huh?
Mr. P's live too, and he gets these people who like to go.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's not like I'm some kind of threat that I'm taking viewers from anybody.
We the People Tyrant Wars just went live.
Oh,
See what they're gonna do.
well, maybe I'll wrap it up. Rebel's not coming in, so I was kind of hoping he would, but
Rebel Mad at Socks is in their chat right now.
yeah, I don't know. I would have liked for him to come in. Like I said, I would have talked to him. Cool, you know. But I might have to wrap it up because, you know, everybody's everywhere. Not that I'm saying anything about you two guys. I'm glad you're here and I appreciate it. And Bandit and Patriot and Miss Joe and who is that other guy?
A one stop.
Oh, and One Stop. Oh, how did I forget One Stop? No, the other guy. I can't remember his name now.
Defense.
No, I said Defense. It's that guy that Abe was saying is not AWOL or something.
Oh, Mel. Albert Mel.
No. Yeah. Like I said, I would have liked for him to come in, but can't force him to do anything. I'm not in charge. You know, I'm not gonna, act like I am in charge. I'm not. You know,
Are you kidding me? You can't just get up and quit. We're not ready to let you quit now.
who me?
Yeah, you need to do it exactly what we tell you to do.
Yeah. Keep telling Queen Wasp what to do and see what happens. See what happens. Even Wasp. Even no, even Wasp didn't tell me.
What was that from what was that show? Don't touch that dial. We are in control. The limits.
Yeah, even
I used to love watching those shows. That and the Twilight Zone, the old Twilight Zone and shit.
the old ones.
Oh, with William Shatner in the gargoyle thing on the wing of the plane. He's like, "Can't you see it out there?" He's like, "Going crazy. I got to put it straight."
Wait, that was William Shatner.
What the fuck? There was something out there.
That was John Lithgow. No,
John Lithgow was in the Twilight.
He was in the movie.
And that's the movie that what's his name got killed in when he got decapitated. Who was the girl in Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Is her real father? God, he was like in this show called Combat. He was the sergeant in Combat. This show I used to watch when I was a kid too.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
God, what was his name? Like, yeah, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Come on, Abe, help me. You know who I'm talking about?
I don't.
Oh.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Rescuing the kids from the Nazis when they were doing the scene, and the kids got killed, and he got killed, and the helicopter decapitated him.
Oh, I heard about that.
Storm or something, yeah.
I heard about
it. Brutal. Oh God, what is his name?
I don't know.
I can't think of it. When I say his name, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about because he was a pretty famous actor.
Right. Was this kid named after him somehow? Like, did she have her as last name?
The girl that played the lead in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the one that had sex in the bullpen at the
with the brown hair.
And then you had the other guy and got pregnant.
Right.
Simone, whatever his name was.
Damone.
Mike Damone.
Yeah. What the fuck was her name? Yeah. I can't think of her name either. Wow. Can't think of her name.
I'm almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Bandit is going to bed. Bandit?
Oh, good night, Bandit. I'm so sorry. You just didn't talk for so long. I thought you went to sleep already. But thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Put you to sleep.
Yeah, probably. And I'll try and go earlier, so this way you can join because you're like my favorite mod. My favorite mod.
Vic Morrow. God, I couldn't remember his name.
Who the fuck was his kid?
Vic Morrow. His kid's name
was not Morrow.
No. Jennifer Jason Leigh.
That's not his daughter.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
No, Jennifer Jason Leigh?
Leigh, yeah, it was his daughter.
Okay, I thought
he was.
What was her father? Yeah, maybe it was him.
Turner was his wife when they had her.
Who was who? Liza, not Liza Minnelli. Who was his wife?
It was Barbara Turner.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
She's 79. She's still alive. Yep, Jennifer Jason Leigh. She's 62 now.
Well, yeah.
Means her mother had her when she was super young.
Who's her mother? Oh, Barbara. What's her face?
Barbara Turner. Yeah. Vic Morrow was her father, and Vic Morrow was 53 when he died.
Damn.
Yeah, he was born in 29. He was a lot older than Barbara Turner.
Wow, back in those days.
Yeah.
I think I was thinking of Jamie Lee Curtis, and I was thinking Tony Curtis instead of, you see what I mean?
Oh no, Barbara Turner's was born at 36. Oh, she died at age 79. She died in 2016.
But that's who I was thinking of, Jennifer.
My mom's age.
Jamie Lee Curtis, I thought was thinking of.
Jennifer Jason Leigh is 62. Damn, she was old in that show, wasn't she? In that movie, she was like in her 20s, and when she did Fast Times at Ridgemont, playing a teenager.
Oh yeah, well she was in Single White Female.
She's 6 years older than me.
I think she was in The Machinist.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is her birthday's tomorrow.
That's weird. Yeah.
Fucking what a coincidence.
Yeah.
Actually, if she was where you are, it's almost tomorrow, right? It's February 5th.
It is tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's her birthday is February 5th. So she's in New York. She's fucking 63.
Happy birthday, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I think, or something, right?
Mm.
62
Yeah.
from no, she was born in 62, so she's 62. That
Yeah.
24, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're saying that she's already 62. But if she's out here, she's still 61. So God, they're throwing her under the bus.
Yeah, it all depends on where you're reporting from.
I can't believe her birthday is like right. That's so bizarre. Fuck.
Yeah.
Her dad's birthday was on Valentine's Day.
Wow. Oh, excuse me. Valentine's Day. Ha, 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 ha. What a stupid holiday.
Yeah, another one that's over.
Hmm.
It's over publicized, huh?
What, Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never celebrated except when I was in grade school, when you had to hand people, you make the boxes and you put the fucking Valentine's in. That's it. As an adult, I've never celebrated Valentine's Day. And I was in New Zealand for Valentine's Day too. It's funny. But I didn't celebrate. But I was there. Something about holidays for me. I like to be places. Like I've been in Minnesota, England for New Year's, England for Christmas. My birthday, England, like 3 fucking times now. Or 2 times. No, 1. Yeah, 2 times. I don't know. It's just weird. I was supposed to go to Texas for Halloween once, but I never went.
Wow.
What a day, man. Ooh. My 94-year-old charge is still kicking, boy. Crazy. And he's so fucking like polite and nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like, thank you. I'm like, no, thank you. Like it's an honor to fucking help you, you know? It's an honor. It really is. No, it's an honor that family is so nice. Like appreciative. Like they're just so appreciative. And like before when I was taking care of his wife, they pay us, obviously, right? But goddamn if he didn't give you a Christmas card with $20 in it. Little shit like that, you know? They're such appreciative people. And they're so nice and sweet. And I just want to cry now. Because I'm not prepared for any of it all. I wasn't prepared for it the first fucking time. I've never been really close to somebody who I had to take care of and then they pass. You know? It's something I guess I had to go through this year to learn something.
Right.
I don't know what I learned, but maybe that I'm not a bad person after all. That's what I learned. you know, and it allowed me to pay it forward. At least for a little bit, I paid it forward. So, um, oh my God, the other night too, I was sick and I was snuffly. Holy crap, I listened to my stuff. Oh, there you go. Burn. They're mad at AC and Jamie in that video. Jamie's the guy from AC. Yeah.
He's this guy he's pretty foul. I don't know. There's something.
Yeah, no, Jamie's the one that's always saying age is bad. Age is bad.
Yeah, he's like very mean to everybody that they don't like on there, like Teresa, Richard, which I know, like I've been told all these things, but like they just aren't. I don't know. And it doesn't get along with Teresa at all. Like I don't understand their feuds. I don't know where it goes back to, other than it goes back to this A1 community that they used to be all in and all that. And I never followed them that closely to really understand it, but
well, that's why I can't really.
Discord too, and they all get feuding in Discord. So a lot of the stuff you don't see, it happens behind the scenes too. So.
Well, yeah, and this one doesn't like that one. This one did this to that one. I don't know anything that anybody's done to anybody because I was never here, and I don't have time to go.
And they spend so much time like on panels all day long. These people have no life outside of YouTube. Their whole life and their social life is on YouTube panels and stuff, talking shit about each other. And just to me, it's boring.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they'd have like decent subjects and stuff instead of just these attack things. And like, I understand he's a shit show, but like he could have a way better show if he wanted to. He doesn't have to engage in that, but it's all for the content drama of all the other people, because they all have to set up. It's like a high school clique.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where they set their little group, and if you go over into somebody else's, oh my God, you're with them and all this other stuff. And it's like, I just don't want to engage in it. I like people that other people don't like, but like, why should that make me not like you or something, or not be, or
right.
whatever.
The whole gatekeeping thing.
It causes so much grifting between other people because they think, oh, you're an Abe supporter. I'm not an Abe supporter. He's just fucking somebody I talk to. You know what I mean? Like, I think Abe's not a bad person. Like, just like I think that you're not a bad person, but suddenly now you're saying he's a bad person and he's saying you're a bad person. But I don't see that. I see it from your point of view and his point of view, but I don't see it from my point of view. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I've had like good discussions with a lot of people that end up like not liking each other. I'm sorry, but
yeah, no, I know.
Long fuck. It just becomes ridiculous. It becomes silly, and then like I just found that sometimes when it gets so out of hand, I just have to like take a break from the channel. You know what I mean? That way I don't get too involved in it, and I'm like, I'm stupid. I don't know what happened.
Well, that's how I am with the Brits now. I go over there and they'll be like, do you know what's going on? No, I have no fucking clue. Like, I haven't been here. I don't care. And that's what they used to do. They'd set up these hangouts and you'd go in and it was like, oh, well, this one did a stream and this one said that and this one. I don't give a fuck about any of that. What are you up to? I want to know what you're doing, not these fucking assholes that you're going to sit here and talk about. What the hell did you do today? And that's what it is, the whole.
Yeah, I can see with the Brits get really nasty too. They have a whole different level of insulting that is not, Americans don't understand it unless you've been around Brits and stuff. They insult each other as an art. Like,
I love that. Yes, but most Americans don't know how to banter. I unfortunately have learned how to banter because I was in the middle of it all the time. Yes, I learned.
I used to hang out over there, so I kind of got it down pretty good too. It's where I got a lot of my pointers. So when I wanted to go troll people, I could be really, really nasty if I wanted to, because I'm taught by the best. Abe's wanting to be spanner wrench.
I thought he had a wrench.
Not in his YouTube Bureau of
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Bullshit.
because I know why. No, I know. Because I didn't know who he was the last time, and I was afraid to wrench him.
Rock account. This is where it's a problem because people come in there and they can imitate him really easily, and he doesn't understand that how easy it is when he has all these different stock accounts for somebody to slip in. They did it to Nemesis. And
Yeah, but you know what?
it's modding him and modded somebody else who turned out to be Rebel, I think.
Yeah.
So you have to be like really careful about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty. Yeah.
I know this is Dave, but I'm just saying, like right now. But I mean, there's times where people are like, if I showed you how good I am at like cloning and imitating other people, you'd be blown away. You wouldn't even know it was a difference because I know how to do it like a professional. But I don't do this anymore. I just want you to understand that I don't do that kind of. I don't behave that way anymore. I learned my lesson. But
I was on a stream with somebody recently, and I'd be goddamn if I can remember who now. But somebody didn't have a wrench, but they did have a wrench, say in the last stream. But why didn't they have a wrench in this stream?
yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they trick.
Exactly, and it was like, wait a minute, are you sure it's you? And they were like, yeah, it's me, and it was like, I don't know, It was
I might have to go move my vehicles.
What?
I think they're here to plow.
Oh. Yes, you're welcome, Abe. Like I said, I didn't know who you were last time.
They're plowing the other lot next to me here. That's what it is. They're plowing the other one. It just carries. The sound carries. There's so much snow out here, you can't even believe it.
Connie, if you're listening, oh, sorry, Rebel. I didn't mean to call you Connie. I'm sorry, Rebel. Rebel, if you're listening, shake your head yes or no if you're coming in, and then I can kill my stream. No, I guess he's not listening. Say yes or no, dude. Yes or no.
There's too much other shit going on right now.
I'm sure. Yeah, he's probably watching somebody else. But
over there with Mr. P.
I figured I'd try.
Have a shaky relationship.
I could feel special thinking he was watching my stream and nobody else's, but yeah, no.
Yeah, there's ways to clone and duplicate the account where you can actually make it. You used to have to use a special plugin and where it links, but there's ways to create accounts from one account that they can spam you with, like it's from the days of gaming or whatever, and it's like a software that you can download and it creates accounts on the fly, and when you go to click on the account, it just goes to an empty YouTube page, like just a generic search page. Okay, like anyway, you can also rig that same stuff up in order to go to the channel that you're cloning, and that's as much as I want to say about that. Yeah, there's like, I know how to do it, and I can do it perfectly. I could actually totally mimic anybody's account that I want to, but I don't want to do that shit. It's like totally against the rules and stuff, and I don't want to engage in that behavior anymore. I really don't. I don't want to teach anybody else how to do it either. But
that's all he's going to say about that. Okay, Forrest.
With StreamYard, you can actually get in and other accounts that allow you access to your Google account that you can get onto, that if you know how to get into StreamYard, and you can do it from a panel, you can grab the person's information from their StreamYard, from them on panel, okay? Like, and you can go right into their account through using StreamYard because you've already given them permission to do it. And then they can get on your account. They don't necessarily can get your password, but they can get on, once they have the link to your account, they can get on your account, and they can fucking go into your YouTube, and they can create havoc too. And I had them doing it to me one time where they were doxing my address using my own account.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, like, once again, these people don't understand what I went through at one point. You know, like, it was such an extreme that they were trying to fucking get me off because I figured out what a lot of these people were doing. Because I infiltrated them, and they were international. These are international gangsters, okay? And they are totally embedded in our government and other people's governments. They're run by super wealthy people, and they use it to influence the stock market, okay? So let me tell you how much money is involved in all this shit. And when I started talking about it on my channel, they immediately came after me like fucking nobody's business. And
Yeah,
they still bother me. They're still bothering me now. They still keep an eye on me because I know too much. And it's just like, fucking just pay me off and let me go my way. I won't bother you anymore. I won't even be on here anymore. Otherwise, I have plenty of information that I could send to 48 different countries that I don't have to send it to our country that is going to come back and fucking haunt you. Because see, the thing is that agents and people in our government aren't going to go to fucking trial. They're going to get fired. Okay. They're going to get retired. Okay. But the people that are not those people that they have employed to do shit for them are the ones that are going to go to prison. The ones that aren't agents. Because see, there's always an agent that wants their superior's job and they'll do anything they can. They stab each other in the back, they'll cut each other's throats to get promoted. Okay. That's the one thing in the government that you can never do is let your underlings know just what you're up to. And if they get caught doing it, they lose their job. They don't put FBI agents or Homeland Security people into prison. They just don't, because it makes the government look really bad. They cover it all up. They give you your early retirement, or they axe you. Okay. And then they axe you under the conditions that you don't speak about it at all to anybody because they don't want the press to know anything. But if a foreign country gets a hold of this information, they could use it against the government here. It's very nasty politically in the international circus. Okay. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I know there's not anybody on here listening. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. If I was on my channel, I'd be fucking, they have people watching me on my channel all the time. Like there will be 6 people in the bush who are in the government doing shit. Because of what I do know and what I can prove. But like I said, this is why I'm just going off my own little thing. I've done shit in this world that few people have ever done. And I don't want any part of it anymore. I served my time. I did what I did. I'm not necessarily proud of it, but I'm not necessarily, you know what I mean? I didn't know any better then. I was young and dumb. And I got to do things that few people got to do. But I was involved in stuff that was very underhanded and very bad. I realize that now. I would never, ever engage in that activity ever again. But it was in the name of our fucking government and our freedom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I just want to move on with my life. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to be bothered. I don't need to be watched. I don't need to be constantly bothered by it like I am. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. Really stupid. But for those days that they put me in there in that place, they owe me a lot. They owe me a lot. They try to intimidate me and take away everything, but instead I'm going to be much wealthier than I ever was, because there's a huge reward on one of the heists that they did. And I can prove who did it, and I can prove a lot of people who are very wealthy people that were involved in it. And they were doing it in order to be able to create instability in the market so that they could do their investment and make a whole bunch of money, like billions. We're talking billions of dollars. And they pay all these little underlings off, these little henchmen on YouTube and other places in order to go around and attack people. They put them up to make them look like they're irrelevant or whatever. And like I said, if you play with fire, you got to expect to get burned.
Well, that's true.
And I've walked through the fucking incinerary oven and came out alive. Somehow, because there's something that looks over me, just like my tire going flat for no reason whatsoever. Bizarre shit. Phenomena.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
I'm telling you, you just don't want to fuck with me because there's something else that's involved here and I can't explain it. You call me absolutely crazy, you can call me whatever you want, but it's the truth. Karma's a bitch, and whether you believe in it or not, it's a bitch.
Yep.
Not a dude, it's a bitch.
Some things are true whether you believe in them or not.
Well, there's a lot of things that are true that belief has nothing to do with it other than there's a power in belief itself. Let's just put it that way. Outro. I thought outro would have been a word here. I guess not. What the fuck?
Ooh, what time? How much time do I have left? All right, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna kill it, guys. I'm gonna kill it at the 2-hour mark.
Oh my god!
What?
I was doing this word game thing, and it's like the word turned out to be outdo, not outro.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Like I have time. Supposedly, on the 18th is when it flips again. So I might not be able to go live soon. I don't know how close I am to the end.
This is the end. My only friend. The end.
Like it doesn't tell me how much time I have left. It won't tell me. I don't understand.
Keep going and going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny.
Right.
Or the Energizer Jackalope.
Well, I guess it'll just tell me like if I try and go live and I don't have any time, it'll just say you can't do it.
Yeah.
But I just have to make a new Gmail.
People knowing what I know, because it's like it becomes a liability, because then you have people that want to befriend you in order to extract things from you for only one reason. You know what I mean? And so I have to be very selective of what I do anymore and stuff. And it sucks because I just like to go on lives and have a little social life, but then it turns into a shit show in my chat because all these people come in from all different places and start fighting in there and stuff. I mean, I used to have like really cool lives at times, but then it would be ruined by just a couple people in there just who are envious of me or jealous of me because of my popularity with certain people that they want to be popular with, that people don't like them. So then
Right.
they like go in there and screw your whole live up or whatever and drive everyone away. It's like sucks. So like it just is a big turnoff, you know what I mean? To do panels and lives and stuff, and to do drama and stuff like that, you have to have it all set up in Discord, and you have to pick a target of everybody that we're going to attack and all this other stuff. And it's, I don't know, I'm just not. It's just a very low IQ thing going on, and they all act smart as fuck, that they are these smart guys that know how to like belittle other people and stuff, and they're really only making themselves look less intelligent because they're spending so much time and effort over nonsense, over somebody they don't even know. Like the amount of effort that's spent on Rebel, for instance, is a low IQ thing. Like I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's funny. Like Katie made it funny. Okay, she does make it funny. I did laugh pretty hard a couple times today because it was funny, you know, the stuff that she was saying on there, you know, but for the most part, it's just a broken record. I'm glad she's actually expanded out a little bit and gone into other things. It was pretty interesting, the live that she had earlier tonight with that guy, the Tiger one, you know, they call him the Tiger Pride or something like that, his group.
Oh, I don't know.
His name's Ernie or something like that.
Oh, Ernie. Yeah, I know who Ernie is. Yeah.
Talking about him. And the guy, I've been subbed to the stand for a long time, Jimbo, you know, but I don't really watch him too much because when I found out what he is, I lost interest, you know.
Right.
Because he's definitely a pedophile.
Mm.
He was like with an 11-year-old girl and married her when she was 12 and all this other shit, which is, I guess, a well-known fact. But
where the hell was he that he married her when she was 12?
I don't know. But it used to be in Utah, you could marry a girl when she was 12 with the parents' consent. They raised it to 14 now.
Yeah, it's that Mormon shit.
But yeah, it's all the Mormon shit because, like, it was all because of Brigham Young. Brigham Young, when he was 87 years old, was taking 11 and 12-year-olds for wives. Like, he had 120 or 130 wives, and most of them were, like, in their teens when he died.
Damn. How many kids?
He was a sicko, big time. He was a murderer. He was a pedophile, and he was a fucking tyrant. And he ruled the Mormon Church after he killed Joseph Smith. He had Joseph Smith killed. His fucking bodyguard, who ended up hanging for the Mormon massacre, who under his orders was to go down and kill those people that were driving horses through to Oregon. They thought they were from the government spying on him. He was so paranoid because he was delusional, and sent this guy down there. And I saw the letter he wrote to his wife. I know for a fact that's what happened. And he threw that guy who was his number one guy, who was his most loyal person, under the bus and had him hung because the government, U.S. government, said you have to find somebody guilty for this, and if you don't, we're going to come and take away, because he was the governor of Utah at the time of the territory. He said that they were going to come and take away his governorship and put a state governor in there, and which would have taken away all of his authority and all that. So what does he do? He goes to the guy who he ordered to do it, puts him on trial, and hangs him for it. And that was the guy who shot Joseph Smith. Because I saw in the letter where he'd said to one of his wives, he had 38 wives, and 14 of the letters disappeared. And my friend was a rooter. He's a tweaker. And he used to go over to the Desert Industries where people would donate stuff and leave it on the porch. And somebody donated a whole bunch of old books. And he grabbed all these old books because he was into books. He used to hoard all this shit. And we were looking through them one night, and it was a diary. And in the diary was a letter from that guy. And I'm like, I know who this is and shit like that. It was like if the Mormon Church had known that we had that copy of that letter, they would have killed us over it. It was that, I'm not kidding you. They have a fucking hit group that goes around and they gather up any evidence that shows anything in contrary. They try to hide everything about Brigham Young they can, because he was such a bad guy. They know the truth about him completely. And I'm telling you, and I'm a Mormon, okay? So I'm not going to sit there and tell you this or that or whatever, but I don't believe in the church anymore at all because of Brigham Young.
Well, I'm a Mormon too.
Okay, there they are.
There who are?
The guy's plowing.
Oh.
I'll be right back. Are you going to end it?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, I'm not allowed to. So go ahead.
I got the boots on. Shit. Let's see if he wants me to move my cars or not. I don't know. He's the owner's son-in-law. So. Lago. He's cool.
Yeah.
We made this. Wow. So anyway, yeah, that's the other conspiracies. See, I have a lot of knowledge, don't I? I've told you shit privately that I can't talk about here at all, but
yeah, no, I know.
For good reason. And even the shit I just have spoken about now, I shouldn't have spoken about really. But I'm so tired of being bothered. You have no idea, like how irritating it is to have your VPNs turned off on your devices every 5 minutes, and every time you go anywhere, there's people wanting to watch exactly what you're doing. It gets old.
Yeah.
Especially when I should be paid for all this shit. You should set me up and let me go and not have to put up with this nonsense. That'll be right.
Yeah, well, we shall see, shall we? Oh, I didn't know that was her name. I'm not even gonna tell you who you're talking like. You make me think of somebody else. Oh god. The offer has been rescinded. I bet it has. That's quite interesting. Yeah, no. Who is that? Oh. Let's see what time is it. All right, I've got it. Yeah. 9 more minutes. I don't know what I'm waiting on, but I'm not waiting on anybody. Manifest. I have to put my food away. God damn it. Yeah. Who the hell? Oh. Right. I don't know how to get there from here. Who else was live? I'm trying to find somebody else who was live. Jeez. Well, Vern will come back, and then I'm going to shut it down soon because I'm going to bed. Very soon. I gotta put my food away. I gotta take a shower. I gotta get in bed.
Oh my god.
What?
There's so much snow, it's not even funny. But yeah, they got a snowblower, they don't need me to move.
Oh,
And a plow. So I'm all good. Yeah, it's like 2.5 feet deep out here.
damn it.
That happened from like in 8 hours. Not that much. And that's it. The snow settled down too. There was more. And then it's supposed to rain tomorrow on top of it.
Oh, yeah? That sucks.
Go to the roof at all. This is an old place. They already had a part of the roof collapse and part of it. So it's like sketchy. The whole thing's sketchy. I don't know. You're not allowed to end this thing. Then get up here, Abe. Abe always comes up at the last minute when you're ready to quit. And then,
I'm not gonna tell him. I just said you left, and I was like, all right. I'm just saying it now. 11 minutes, and I'm out, regardless of who comes up. Because I have shit to do. I have to go to bed. I have to go to work tomorrow.
well, that's no excuse. Give me a break.
I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning this morning talking to somebody
You
else.
work right now. What are you talking about?
I was kept up early this morning on the phone till 5 o'clock. I had to be to work at 9,
Oh, come on.
and I never went to sleep. So there you go. So, like I said, when did I say? All right, yeah, 10 minutes. I have to. I have to go to bed.
You just
Otherwise,
want Abel come up and then we'll just run your stream for you.
I'll-
Your channel's totally struck and shit.
yeah.
We couldn't stop the people coming up porn bombing.
It would. Yeah, right, Abe. Sure.
This is an all-nighter.
Yeah, it's all night. Are you two gonna talk to yourself in the background?
Come on, Abe.
It doesn't matter if he comes up. I'm still closing it in 9 minutes.
Abe always does this shit. It's like, Abe, just start your own life. Oh no, I can't do that.
You
I
know.
haven't been a week for it. I'm like, I'll just do a live. I'm like, I think I'm just gonna go live right now. I'm like, I don't plan for it. I just do it. Spontaneous.
Yeah, no. I gotta take a shower. I gotta put my food away, and I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to sleep.
I wish I had some
I have to fucking work tomorrow. I fucking don't want.
anymore. I've been eating too much.
Huh?
I've been eating too much. I want to snack on something, but I just like, fuck, I gotta stop eating.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, I made food, but then like the kids went to McDonald's, so
What did you make?
sausage and peppers and onions.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I got rolls.
McDonald's.
Huh?
McDonald's gets old, man. I'm just like, I'm not into it anymore.
Well, yeah, but I don't normally eat it, so it's like I hardly ever eat it. Like not even once a month. Like, more than that.
Right.
So, and they were just going. I had already started cooking, and it was like, oh, you were cooking? Oh, well, we just like put all our money together, and I'm like, yeah, well, okay. So I'm like, well, we can eat that tomorrow, and plus I have rice. We can put the stuff on, or rolls, or whatever,
Yeah.
mozzarella cheese. Ugh. I definitely need to take a shower before I go to bed. I gotta fucking go buy hair dye too. Fucking Christ, I got no money. Somebody send me money for hair dye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need money for hair dye. Just kidding. Just kidding.
How much is hair dye?
I have no idea. The last time I dyed it, I was in England. That was in May. And that was free because my friend had it at her house. And I just have to find, it's going to be like dark red, purplish, almost. Maybe. So all I really need to do is the fucking top anyway.
What's he saying? Is inside our jurisdiction, yo. You have been sentenced to going like all night.
Hey, Abe. Off with your head.
Hey, Abe, you know what they say in New York? Go fuck yourself.
Oh no, I'm Queen Wasp. Off with his head. And that's all there is. Off with your head.
Yeah, it's funny.
Off with your head. That's what I used to tell people too. Off with your head.
Abe, you need to make a whole new series of accounts that don't make it look like you at all, so you can go sneak onto like shit show and porn bomb him and stuff. That would be because you've been accused of porn bombing now. You might as well just go do it now.
You might as well just go do it now. Listen.
Who was it that was accusing you of porn bombing? Somebody was today. That was funny as hell. Like Abe doesn't do that shit.
I'll take the rack because that'll make me skinny.
That's right, Abe. Abe, you're a porn bomber. What the hell are you doing?
All barking, no bite.
Start yawning and making us all yawn too. We'll be
Yeah.
yawny, listening to that awful music, Yanni.
I'm yawning again.
Why?
Tired,
There's the snowblower.
What?
There's the snowblower. You hear it?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Loud?
Loud for you, not for me. Ugh.
Survivor Girl 2019. That's Survivor Girl. She talks just like this. You fucking people all need to get alive. Oh, it's terrible. You fucking moron douchebags. You're all a bunch of losers.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's all fucking retarded.
It's so funny, though. You got to go watch her once. I'll have to take you over there someday. Just so you can go, oh my God, there's really a person like this. Yes, there is.
Have you ever heard of Gert? You never heard of Gert? Oh man, she's like, she has seizures and stuff, but she's just like so rough. She's so funny though. Pippi Longstocking, Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe I'll get some good sleep tonight. I've never seen the movie. I used to watch the show and read the books.
She looks like Pippi Longstocking. Oh, you found her? Oh my God, Abe. What have I done? What have I done? Who's this fucking Abe guy? Where does he think he's coming from? I bet you Vern sent him over here. It'll be just like that, too. Vern, that fucking piece of shit, that psychopath, fucking out trolling people to mass murder them on I-80. She said shit like that about me. I'm not kidding you.
Huh.
You know, he threatened to chop my head off. He only lives 3,000 miles away. He could just show up here anytime. Oh, God.
I ate too much.
Yeah. Search.
No,
She really is like claims that she has cancer, never has ever, in my opinion, shown proof of it, and taken thousands and thousands of dollars for it, and then like said that she had 35 radiation and 35 treatments, and like the chemo treatments that she was taking, if she'd had more than 8, like in reality, if you do the research, it would have killed her. So how in the fuck did she do 35? And then she kept changing her story. And anybody that starts changing their story all the time is not telling the truth. So that's kind of like the red flags that go up, But once again, I just don't want to be involved in it, even though that I've said enough now, right? But really, I mean, legitimately, she's taken away from people who legitimately should get donations for helping them with cancer. And with me, I never asked anybody. People help me; they wanted to help me and stuff, and they insist on getting my Cash App or whatever. But I never ever asked anybody to donate to me. Other people would try to do it in behalf of me, and my cancer is serious. But like my treatment and everything else, I had no idea I had it. I wasn't made sick necessarily from it. I was made sick from other things like that they found it by accident, looking for what else was wrong with me, making me sick. So, and if it had gone 2 or 3 years longer, yeah, it would have gotten really bad, and it could have made me seriously ill, if not killed me. It could have been the beginning of the end of me. So I got lucky. I got super lucky, and I'm not going to like take advantage of people because I have this condition that like I don't need to. I just needed some help to get back on my feet, which I had help from legitimate groups who researched me, and I told them, and laid it on my line. I want to get a new career that I can do, which is driving. I don't have to like, you know what I mean? Like I can't do what I physically used to be able to do. I'm too old to do it now too, as well as I've injured I had a broken hand for 4.5 months. I had a cast on my hand for 4.5 months, all when all this was going on. Like I was getting like my gallbladder taken out, my cancer, and they're like, we don't have people coming in here with casts on them, that normally we're treated for cancer and shit. It was kind of funny actually, But I'm like, yeah, I like broke my hand, I tore my ligament, my arm, I went through all this shit, foreclosure, my mom died. I lost everything. I was I was so sick when I was in jail over this nonsense, and they wouldn't even fucking help me. Like they thought I was making up or making shit up to get out or whatever. I wasn't. I was like, I had pancreatitis in jail. I was like for 2 days, I couldn't even eat or move. And they're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, man. I need to go to the hospital. Oh yeah, sure you do. This is how they fucking treated me. Like I was some fucking common criminal when I was in the sheriff's department, I was a fucking member of search and rescue for 9 years. And that's how I got my appendix taken out, was that I didn't have any health insurance. And it was like, because I was in search and rescue, local charity took over my shit and paid for it, or else I'd have been out of $80,000. That's how much it cost to take my pancreas out. Or my pancreas. I mean, my appendix. I'm on the pancreas shit. No, my appendix. I had 7 ruptured appendixes before they found out that it was making me sick and stuff over a period of years of my life. I didn't know till the surgeon took it out. He goes, "How are you still alive?" And I'm like, "Well, you tell me, doc." He goes, "Well, your appendix ruptured 7 times. There's scar tissue on it indicating that it ruptured. You must have been sick as hell." I'm like, "Yeah, I was, but they thought I had an ulcer or something." Because you didn't have an ulcer, you were freaking had sepsis. I'm like, "Oh, well, that's interesting." I mean, like, I'm truly a miracle. What I've been through. I'm like, that's not even the half of it, doc. Because he goes, "You must be a cat. You used up your 9 lives." And I'm like, that's 9 squared, because I had 9 lives before that I used up too. If he had known about what I went through when I was doing my other shit,
Yeah.
When they delivered me to my dad with almost 2 broken legs, and I was burnt half over my body, I had shrapnel all over me and shit. And when we were going to the orthopedic surgeon, he goes, "It looks like you were blown up and shit." I'm like, "I wish I could tell you the truth, doc." He goes, "Well, we're gonna have to do surgery on your leg to fix it." And yeah, I went a week without any fucking medical aid or anything on that shit. And I had a fucking almost a compound broken fracture. It was like if the bone had not broken the way it did, I would have had a compound fracture in my leg. I would have died. There's no doubt about it. It just happened to fray, and it didn't go through the skin. But it was so badly broken, it was 6 degrees out of socket when I saw the orthopedic surgeon. He's like, he goes like, "What the hell?" Like my full leg was turned around backwards at one point when I broke it.
Damn.
So like the tibia and all that, totally like it looked like if you took a tree limb on a green tree limb and broke it, and you'd have to make it fray off. Look like in the when he showed me the X-rays, he goes, here's your bow and all that. He goes, well, it's going to be a challenge. But what's crazy is that he put it all back together, and a year later, the metal plate that was in there started giving me problems. So I like went back and saw him. And he goes, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I'm like, "I guess I'm going in for surgery." He goes, "Yep." So they had to pull the plate out because the plate started going through my skin. Like you could see the screws on the side of it. Like, skin, yeah, it was really bad. It was like something I had a reaction to the metal. And he said after this, you can only have titanium. You can't have stainless because he used stainless in me on that one. And but when it was all done, I went back 3 months later after he pulled the plate out because he wanted to do a follow up, make sure everything was cool. And he goes, "See, this is where your leg was broken." He goes, "It's like it never happened. There's not even a fracture line." And I'm like, "Well, you must be a great doctor or something," because he goes, "Well, like very few people heal this well. Like he showed me in there, like you couldn't even tell my leg was broken, other than I got a massive scar on the side of my leg." But
Damn.
yeah. But I've broken 16 bones in my life. You know, I've broken both my legs. I've broken my hand, my arm, my toes on my feet, broken my ribs 3 times, broken my back. Like, what else? I have to think about it. Yeah. I've had a lot.
Tailbone? No.
Yeah, I smashed. I don't have a tailbone anymore. I totally disintegrated it when I broke my back. Oh yeah, I had a fractured skull too when I was 5 years old. I got hit with a piece of split oak and got 44 stitches in my head and got a hairline fracture in my skull from that. I got hit by a car going 51 miles an hour that happened to be a Mustang Cobra, 1973, and knocked between 178 and 182 feet and walked away from it.
Damn.
It was the first time I died.
Yeah, the first time.
I only died 18 times in my life, or should have died. But he was counting, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I've been radiated too, so fucking
You're fucking Iron Man.
yeah, I used to be.
You're a
I have
superhero.
my organs taken out of me or cut in half and shit, but I'm still going strong. I've only got half a heart left.
Did you see that movie Unbreakable?
Uh-uh.
You never saw Unbreakable?
Uh-uh.
Crazy. Okay, never mind.
Headroom.
What?
He says I'm both turning into Maxwell Headroom. He's Max Headroom.
Yeah, I remember Max Headroom.
We already know that Abe is an AI. He's never shown himself because he's not real. He's a figment of a computer imagination. That's why he drives everybody nuts around him and stuff, and they can't seem to like get to him because he's a computer program and he's at like 12 different or 20 different places at once. They think that he lives in a basement somewhere, but he doesn't. He lives in a hard drive. He's in virtual space, traveling around. He's part of the Defense Department's quantum computer. Just like my entity is too. They copied me and put me into the Defense Department computer, and I run the Defense Department computer with a 5-year-old entity of me.
The big black container that we had by
And it won't be long before that 5-year-old entity goes into Spurg mode and causes the war games to begin.
you can use the black one too. If need be. Right. The lid right there.
Sorry, Abe, I just know too much. I'm spilling the beans. They need to pay me off so I can go away and go live on an island somewhere in the middle of the South Pacific and not be bothered anymore with hula girls. I'm tired of these limey bastards bugging me, you know?
We're looking for. What a fucking surprise.
We know you're an experiment. It went horribly wrong. He's MEI. I thought a midge is a thing, isn't it? Isn't a midge some kind of insect or something? Midge. Oh, that's a midge. How do you spell midge? Oh, MIDGE. Okay. Officer of Tube. Of YouTube. No. No, Abe. It can't be. It just can't be, Abe. It just can't be so. You know? Now you hear him? Making a lot of noise out here. Moving a lot of snow. Hopefully they don't run into my car with that fucking snowplow like they did fucking Wendy's car. You hear that? You sound like Popeye. I used to have some Popeye spinach. It's good stuff, actually. It's in a can, you know? Gin. There we go. And, Glenn. There it is. Anybody ever figure out what happened to Glenn? I mean, I know Glenn's taking time off, but not like this long. Like back in the day, Glenn used to be on everybody's panel all throughout the whole thing. He was their token person or whatever. I've never known him to be gone without popping in once in a while. For like he's been gone almost 5 months. There's no way that he hasn't got any money for a phone or something like that. He can get a free phone if he's that hurting. He can get a free phone like through the government. Like I have a free phone through the government.
No, I put the plan into place.
Rude is on Lisa B's with Allie right now.
Oh.
Rude. Well, somebody told me that he had sepsis, and that's why he's been gone. He's been in the hospital or something sick. But I guess he's better now. He's in a tough situation because the devil don't want him, and neither does God. So they can't kill him off that easy.
Damn.
He's too nasty for God, and he's too crude for the devil.
Ouch.
I thought you were going to be going over and visiting her, Abe. You don't hear him now? It's pretty noisy.
What? No.
The snowblower out here and all that.
No. I don't hear anything.
Wow. I guess my noise cancellation is working pretty good.
Never took the bills off for nothing, man. Everything in life happens randomly.
The fuck?
There's no right or wrong. There's no
I gotta take a look. We got 2 snow blowers, a guy with a shovel, and a snowplow.
All right. It is now becoming time.
The one snowblower is fucking awesome.
What?
just junk this shit.
So much snow, it's not even funny. I think it'd be easier though if I did move car. Where the fuck are my keys? Damn it. I can't fucking find my keys. It'd be easy to move my car if I could find my fucking keys. Whatever. Okay. I feel better now, so you don't hit my car. Okay.
You got 10 minutes.
I fucking over-revved my motor. Damn it. God, it pisses me off.
Other channels. Yeah, I'm gonna go in 10 minutes because I feel inexplicably sick. Fucking pork rinds, man. Oh, I feel sick now.
God, there's so much snow out there. It's like,
Oh, we don't have anything. I don't gaslight, so.
gotta get fucking snow down my back and shit. I gotta. Much power
What?
on my phone. I'm seeing how much power I have on my phone.
That's all right, because I'm closing it down actually in 3 minutes, so. Because I don't feel well now. I feel really sick. Oh, shit, he made it private.
Who did?
Rebel, he was just talking on his stream.
Really? About what?
Yeah.
About you?
No, he wasn't. He was just reflecting on life and.
Oh.
The fuck you playing solitaire?
No, I was just crushing a bottle.
It sounded like you were freaking shuffling cards.
No, I was just crushing a bottle.
Yeah, no, he's reflecting and he's. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for him in some aspects because he's totally isolated himself. He has no life outside of YouTube. He doesn't have any
I know.
you know?
Yeah, and I feel bad when he starts to get reflective. The tall mall wall. You know, and I feel bad when he'll start talking and he just sounds so sad. You know? Himself sounding sad, not that he sounds sad in a bad way, but he just sounds like he's just so beaten down, and that's what makes me feel bad because I don't know how he does it day after day after day. It's got to be like, you know, you did it too, Vern, so it's got to be like fucking exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that just makes me feel bad.
Well, I had a family and everything, and then these fucking nasty people went to my ex and convinced her that I was having an affair on her, online affair with somebody that wasn't true. I didn't even know what that was.
Right.
And so they broke up my family.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right at the time that I tore my bicep tendon is when just after that everything went down. So I was like disabled. And then about 2018 is when the bad split happened. And they convinced her that I was doing all this stuff, so that she went and got a restraining order and all this other kind of crap against me over nonsense to alienate me from my children. And
But wait, here's the question: how did they get in touch with her?
through Facebook.
Okay, sorry, just wanted to know.
Yeah. They found pictures and stuff, and then the connection to her on Facebook, and got to her through Facebook. Messenger through that way.
That's fucking.
And when I found out what was going on, I took all the pictures down so they couldn't use the pictures of my kids and shit like they did with other people.
Right.
And totally shut down everything. And then I got hacked so bad they hacked my Facebook, they hacked everything, made everything disabled. I couldn't get into any of my accounts or anything. And then like they hacked my computer with all my kids' pictures on it and stuff, and ruined all the drives. So I have no pictures of them or anything anymore.
Oh my god.
My dad before he died, my dog, all my family pictures, everything. They took them all, everything away from me. Yeah, didn't wish it possible hell any worse that they put on me. And then, like I said, 2019 happened. My mom got sick, and she started getting sick about 2018. But like when COVID hit and everything else, it just became a nightmare. Couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. Everything was shut down. Meanwhile, I had the cops at my house every fucking day just about, because these assholes were calling them saying I was doing stuff or this or that. I'd be asleep. At 2 o'clock in the morning, there'd be somebody banging on the door. I'm like, what the fuck? Open up, and it's 3 cops. Somebody was walking by outside and they heard you yelling at 2 o'clock in the morning in a residential area that has nobody out at all. Anybody out at that hour, they should be looking for that person because there's something that they're up to that's not good. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was that bad. I mean, there was one day I heard all this commotion outside. I'm like, what the fuck? I opened up the door, and it's a SWAT team. They're getting ready to break the door down. I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, you made threats on a video. I'm like, okay, show me the video. You'll have to come down to the station. Okay, well, I got a migraine right now. Can I come down tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.? Yes. Go down there at 10 a.m. The captain isn't here, and we have no appointment here because of COVID. You have to make an appointment to go to the sheriff's department even. Okay, so like, okay, well, he told me to come down at 10. Well, he's not here, blah, 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 blah. So I go down the next day. You have to have an appointment, blah, 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 blah. Never did they ever show me a video that I made these threats on. It was all fabricated. It was all made up, make-believe by these people who bought the sheriff's department a Stingray that they were using to go on all my devices with in my house and everything. That they were accessing through the sheriff's department, these private fucking people who donated the stuff from the Sheriff's Advisory Committee in Connecticut. We're in New England, is where the equipment came from. I traced it once I found out what they were doing. Yeah, it's not ironic. They came from in New England back east where all these fucking people are in these fucking drama groups and shit with all this money. Stingrays aren't cheap either. They're a couple $100,000. And this thing was equipped with wireless cameras. It could go on every kind of frequency. I did my homework. I figured it all out, you know. And I made a device for $10 that I was able to jam all their ability to do stuff. So then they came and cut my cable 5 times. They sent this Spectrum over to disable my internet so that I couldn't go online. I couldn't sell any of my stuff or anything. This is the fucking police doing this through these private people doing this to me through whatever means. When I did nothing to nobody, I made no threat to nobody. I was in my fucking own fucking house making videos or whatever that I was fucking acting on because I had nothing better to do. And I was trying to make content so that I could maybe, you know, be discovered to be doing some sort of entertainment. I was trying to do it for entertainment value. I was trying to make it look as real as possible, and I've succeeded. But did it get by me what I needed to buy me? No. Yeah, half the cops knew it was all bullshit too, but they were being ordered to do it from above. They're being ordered to do it by somebody in fucking back east in Washington.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
I know half the cops here. I know them personally. They know I'm not a fucking. In fact, the undersheriff, the second in command, I used to do ride-alongs with when he was a fucking deputy, before he was ever any brass or anything. He knew me personally and stuff. He shows up at my house and like one day when they were claiming that I cut the cable or whatever, and said, "What's going on, Vern?" I'm like, "You tell me. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get my phone hooked up to call my sister to figure out what's going on." They're like, "Oh my god!" So like 2 months later, they show up at my house with a warrant over this cable being cut, and they couldn't even tell me the cable was being cut. They said it was because of the power meter, which somebody came in the middle of the night and smashed the power meter because my mom was on oxygen, and fucking I had to run a generator in order to give her oxygen because they couldn't get somebody out there to fix the meter for 3 days. They were trying to kill my mom. They were trying to get me out of that house. And this is what people don't understand, that there's a thing called gang stalking, and they did an NBC special on it where they were trying to get people in New York, for one thing, out of an apartment building, that the landlord hired people to stalk these people, gang stalk them, to run them out of their house, out of this apartment building, so that they could raise the rent because they were all on Section 8 housing, fixed rent. My mom had a reverse mortgage on the house, and they wanted her out of there because the reverse mortgage had been going on 12 years. The mortgage company was in Texas. And the day that she died, a week later, the mortgage company that owned it sold the mortgage to this other company, immediately went into foreclosure when they promised me that I had 6 months to get out of the house. The next thing I know, I'm being arrested. I'm put in jail for 2 months. And every day the deputies are coming in there going, "What do you want us to do with your stuff?" Because the mortgage company's coming to close and all this stuff, trying to fucking drive me nuts. Put me on medicine I wasn't even supposed to be on. I talked to my doctor, and he's like, they told me it was for migraines. It wasn't. It was fucking antipsychotic medicine. He goes, "If you're not psychotic, taking this medicine will make you psychotic."
Mhm.
And they're coming in there every day going, "Are you hallucinating, Vern? Is there anything wrong? Blah, blah, blah." Because they were making me take this medicine I wasn't supposed to be taking. This is for real. I'm not even making this shit up. And then fucking Andrew has the fucking nerve to come on there and go, "Oh, Vern's batshit crazy. Blah, blah, blah. He was looking for things in his house and all this stuff." And when I was fucking putting on an act because I knew what they were doing, I was fucking with them to make him think I didn't know what I was doing. But yet somehow he knew that somebody went into my fucking ceiling, which were the cops. The cops opened up my ceiling looking for people that were burglarizing my house at one point, and tore the ceiling up and put fucking insulation all over my garage, all over everything after I'd been burglarized. They stole my fucking Snap-on and Mac tools. They stole all my Milwaukee tools. They stole my fucking Skill chainsaw. They stole my 2 fishing rods that were Loomis fishing rods my dad got me for fucking my birthday that I caught all these fish on with him and everything else. They fucking took all kinds of shit from me. Stole all my dad's memorabilia from fucking baseball, the stuff that he got when he was a kid that were from famous people who ended up becoming Hall of Famers and shit that he played with when they signed baseballs when they were fucking in their teens. Yeah, all that shit was stolen from me. And they know, and Andrew knows who did it because he was part of it. Like he was telling me, like, "Oh yeah, Vern, you're kind of opening your ceiling." Nobody knew that other than the neighbor across the street and the fucking cops. How did he know that? So don't tell me that these people are not involved in criminal activity and shit, and they've come off as being First Amendment auditors. Yeah, auditing the police when they're fucking informants that are involved with the cops. Give me a fucking break. Even at Cindy Renee, and Abe knows who Cindy Renee is, trolling me over moving out of my house. Somehow she knew that I had a fucking mortgage on the house that I was foreclosing on and was telling me that I needed to move out of my house, that it wasn't mine anymore and shit. Yeah, Cindy Renee, of all people, a piece of shit. An ugly fucking piece of shit, neurotic woman. And God, is she ugly. Ugh. I mean, if my dog looked like her, I'd shave its ass and teach it to walk backwards. Pathetic. These people are like I said, they're a lot worse than people just going around trolling. And like Rebel has a point on some of the things, okay, but he has no idea how bad it could be because they got reined in. If they really were allowed to do what they were allowed to do to me, to do to him, he would be already homeless. He'd be out on the street. If I didn't have family help me in my time and stuff like that and deal with shit, I would be out on the street. I would have been fucked. Yeah, Abe. And Abe knows I'm not bullshitting. And Abe knows a lot about me from what I've told him in the background and shit like that. And like I could show you my receipts. I still have my IDs from the sheriff's department and shit. If it can happen to me, it could happen to anybody. Like I said, you know what I mean? And one of the cops, when he found out that I was in search and rescue, he moved me into a medical fucking room so I had a fucking TV and had actually eat and all that. The other ones were like little Gestapo brown shirts. I mean, not kidding you. They wore their little brown shirt fucking stripe on them like they were fucking right out of the Gestapo. Fucking dickheads. Took away my blankets, so I had no fucking blankets for 3 days and shit. Fucking feeding me fucking medicine and shit that fucking I should have never been on. My doctor was like, why in the fuck were they on there? And then I go in my medical records and somebody fucking had hacked my medical records through the tribe. Okay. I had gotten a letter saying that I was the only person. They had a security breach of my records were the only ones accessed, and they were my medical records. And somebody probably tried to put in there that I was diagnosed with psychosis and shit. And you know how hard it is to get that shit taken off your medical record? I had my doctor do it 3 fucking times. Now I have to go get a lawyer and sue the fucking hospital and figure out why the fuck this was put on there when I never ever even saw a psychiatrist. Never saw a psychiatrist, never saw anybody over this shit. I went to the fucking hospital because I had a migraine. Next thing you know, they're like, you need to be on this medicine. Okay. They can't give me the medicine that I normally prescribe, but they're going to give me this other medicine. Well, it was not the correct medicine. He goes, they don't prescribe that medicine for migraines. They lied to me completely. And then after I was told I had $1,000 cash only bail, my friend tried to come and bail me out and said I had no cash bail. I never had a hearing that took away my cash cash bail. That is against my civil rights. You know why they said it? Because they said I was a threat to the community or whatever, because they had confiscated all these firearms from me. Well, I was put in there because of a destruction of property, not because I was a threat to fucking society or anything like that. So the judge who ended up dying of cancer, okay, got cancer and died, Karma, who was harassing me through my ex's boyfriend and all this other shit, she got what was deserved to her. Okay, she died of cancer. She left a fucking 12-year-old boy without his mother because she had to fuck with me. I have no doubt about it in my mind that that's what happened. Because like she was fucking fine 1 minute, and next thing I know, she's dead. And I was gonna go when she was headed for re-election. I was gonna go picket in front of the courthouse and let everybody know what a fucking biased piece of shit she was. Yeah, unfucking believable. Red flag laws, exactly. Well, anyway, like I said, I was put in there without any priors at all, ever. I never ever been arrested, never been fingerprinted, never been accused of anything. Put in jail for 51 days over a destruction of property thing, which when I was forced to go to the state hospital for evaluation because they said, oh, you're not mentally stable or whatever because we put you on these drugs and all this shit. The guy up there goes, you're the most mentally stable person I've ever seen in here. He goes, why are you here? And why have they kept you in jail this long? And I told him, and he goes, that's just ridiculous. That's the guy at the state hospital who evaluated me and stuff. Immediately fucking cleared me. And then they took 2 weeks after that, when if it wasn't for one of the deputies to go in there to tell the judge, they're like, well, he goes, yeah, he went through the evaluation. They said he's fine. Well, I haven't got the paperwork. The judge is trying to, because we're doing it on a Zoom. Couldn't even go in there because of COVID bullshit. Oh my God, it was unbelievable. And then on top of that, okay, they took me into custody barefoot in the middle of winter, okay? So they weren't going to give me a ride home. I had to walk 5 miles back home from the jail to my house in fucking Crocs with fucking no socks in the middle of winter too. With not a fucking jacket or nothing. They wouldn't even give me a ride back. You think that Rebel has had it tough and all that? He's never had to deal with this shit. Never. And I had cancer when I had to walk back. I had fucking swollen legs. I had fucking sepsis. I had a pancreatitis. I had fucking a gallbladder that was so full of gallstones. The doctor said that I should have had it out 4 years earlier than when they figured out I needed it out. And they made me walk home. They could have killed me. You think I have a lawsuit, Dave? I'd say I got a $5 million lawsuit right there, don't you? Yeah, when you take away somebody's ability to have bail over a misdemeanor, the lowest misdemeanor you can put them in there for, okay? The Spectrum didn't even fucking even show up to court or anything or press any charges. They forced me. They said if I did not plead guilty, they were going to keep me in custody in another 2 months. My house would have foreclosed. I would have lost everything. My cars, everything. Everything on the property would have been taken. So, like, I didn't have a choice. I had to plead guilty or else I would have lost everything over a fucking nothing. They didn't even give me a fine. They didn't give me anything other than time served, which was way excess because, you know, like Polanski, the guy who raped a fucking girl, the movie director who fled to France and all that, only spent 41 days in jail. And he raped a girl and shit like that. I spent more time in fucking jail than that fucking piece of shit Polanski back in the day. Yeah, they play him because he's part of their little group. That's why, dude. It's all a facade, okay? It's all a make-believe facade. How does somebody get that many donations for weed and cigarettes unless they're paying him off to do it so they can be his little fucking example so that they can use him to parade around and attack other people because they want you to know it's that they're attacking you using other people to go up before you. You see what I'm saying? They play other people. They're attacking other people in real life using these fake people that they pretend to attack on their little channels and shit like that. They want you to know because I used to display a rebel flag behind my back. This is my dad's that he got when he played baseball in the South. And you know what's funny? The Stars and Bars is not the rebel flag. You know the rebel flag. That was actually the battle flag during the Revolutionary War. A lot of people don't know that. The Stars and Bars was not. They couldn't make flags then. We were in war and all that stuff, so they took and reused flags that they had before. The rebel flag was the battle flag that they used in the Navy. The actual rebel flag, which was a totally different flag, if you look it up, was what they flew over in Columbia, South Carolina, which was the capital of the Confederacy. Like, I know my history. I know a lot of shit. Not some stupid dummy and stuff. That's why I was recruited and did the job that I did when I was younger and shit. I had, like, skills, gifts, and shit. I just wasn't interested in doing academics. I was more interested in teaching myself to do stuff that was relevant in my life, that I was interested in. I just found college and shit boring as fuck. Because half the shit they were teaching you and there was bullshit anyways. Sorry, I'm venting. It really has been a fucking tough road for me, believe me. And the shit that I could do if I wanted to do, the things that I could create, if I had the kind of people that Elon had, if I had the financial backing that Elon has, we wouldn't be burning holes in the atmosphere. We wouldn't be dumping more carbon every fucking 6 minutes like he does with his heavy lift rockets that it takes an entire month of every commercial going around the clock to dump that amount of carbon in the atmosphere. And he wants us to be paying for all the carbon that he puts into I mean, you talk about an asshole. Elon's the biggest asshole that ever lived. I used to think that he was a good dude and all that stuff, but now the more that I learn about him, he's a piece of shit. Fucking foreigner that came into our country and is exploiting every American, making us look like assholes. And he enslaves people in Africa for his fucking batteries and shit like that, you know? And creates more carbon in this atmosphere than anybody combined. Like I said, I could build a spacecraft right now. Right now, it'd take 4 years to develop it and have it working where it would be way bigger than any heavy lift rocket that he ever fucking made or whatever, and would not do any damage to the atmosphere. It just takes 65 minutes to get to space instead of 6 minutes. Oh boy, like we're in such a hurry to get to space. It's just not as pretty or whatever. I mean, not as spectacular because you're not riding a bomb up into space or whatever. You're riding a blimp. Yeah, he didn't invent the internet. The internet has existed since the 60s. The Department of Defense had the internet, and it went from Washington to Los Angeles. The mouse for the computer pointing device called the mouse was invented in 1969. I used to play on computers that were punch card computers. Dad worked he worked in training. He was a district manager for the Pacific Telephone and AT&T back in the day, and used to have access. When on Christmas Eve, when I was a kid, I used to play computer games with kids in New York, lifetime. That was the internet. Okay, their internet existed when I was a fucking 5-year-old. Yeah, I don't know how old Brian King is, but I bet you I'm older than he is. So I invented Brian King. How do you like that? Yeah, you found the inventor of Brian King. So anything that he invented was because of me. I invented you too, Abe, when I was 13 on a pet computer. You were only about 8K then, but we could have a lot of fun with this, huh, Abe? Did I tell you that I invented running water in the toilet back in the 1800s? Actually, the Romans invented running water, but they used lead pipes and made everybody go crazy from lead poisoning. History is a pretty fascinating thing when it's applied properly. Don't know true history, they're doomed to repeat, right? They're doomed. Doomed, I say.
Abe got his wish. I'm going to take a shower. You guys have fun.
Well, you can end it. It's cool. Abe got his wish. Yeah, you can go ahead and end it. It's fine. Oops. No echoes. I think Gabe's out of here. God, I just hope I didn't fuck up my car pulling it out of that snowbank. Fuck. Because I'm not supposed to rev it over 4,000 RPM until the rings are seated after 500 miles, and I'm at 405 miles on it right now. I guess I'm okay, but I kind of smoked the clutch a little bit. It's a brand new clutch too. Just for a second, but the stupid Sorels on it, you can't feel the fucking clutch well on it, and then they get stuck on the throttle. Cross my fingers. I don't think that works. But well, I got a 2-year warranty on it. It's just that I don't have time to wait. I need to have the car running. I got my Toyota truck coming too any day. Uh-oh. How did that happen? God dang it. Oh. So the shit show's live too now? Is that what it, or you were saying that we the people Tyrant Wars was after those two, huh? We haven't forgotten about you, Abe. We're coming after you someday. We just have a bunch of other people that we have to fry up first. You're the low man on the totem pole. You understand? Hmm? Oh, guess who's over there in Mr. Peace? Renee, speaking of the devil. I'm being facetious. I bet I put on a poll that the Patriot Act was good for the country, which is totally not. It's like the worst thing that ever happened. The Patriot Act was like part of the whole Bush conspiracy thing. The Bushes are the worst people on earth, dude. The Bushes. If Jeb Bush ever becomes president, I'm gonna go to Russia, I think, or something, or North Korea. I have more freedom there. I'll teach them how to make fusion devices and shit like that. You know what I mean? North Koreans can rule the world, or the Chinese. Yeah, I love it how they're going to enforce this Carbon Act on us and all this other stuff. Like, do you think China's going to follow the Carbon Act, or do you think any of these other countries? Do you think Russia's going to? Like, the largest polluter in the world is China. Do you think they're going to care about any of that? Right? Fuck no, huh? I could make every vehicle here converted. They could, for less money, convert it to an electric motor. The motor would be self-powered on a grid wirelessly, in which you could have a battery backup system on it, that all the vehicles on the grid would either be adding energy back to the grid, going down a hill using braking systems that were magnetic coils, right? And then also use a collecting system that doesn't require us to burn any fossil fuel whatsoever or use solar panels. How do you like that? I already have it. Figured out. Use energy that's all around us. Free energy. How it would affect the weather and some other things might be a little bit tricky, but that's okay. We just eliminate lightning. Maybe severe storms, like tornadoes. We can cut down a lot of those because of the imbalance that they create. They take the energy out of the atmosphere. I mean, you still have your thunderstorms and shit like that, but they wouldn't be thunderstorms. They'd just be rainstorms. I don't know if it would be entirely that way. It depends on how much we'd have to consume. But see, the people don't understand is that where does static electricity come from? It comes from the sun. Static electricity is what they create, what they capture actually in a solar panel. Because what happens is that when a photon strikes the surface of a solar panel, it creates a static charge that's collected by the solar panel. And that's where the electricity comes from. It comes from friction. So all of the light that hits the earth comes to rest as static electricity on the earth. And that's why we have lightning and we have severe storms and things like that, is because when those electrons become positrons up in the atmosphere and everything reverses, people think that lightning comes from the sky, but it actually comes from the ground. Stuff I studied, you know what I mean? I studied a lot of shit. I did a lot of experiments and things. I found out ways to capture energy at rest that you yourself can use to be able to move objects. And everything is in a balance, and depends on how it's balanced, depends on how easy it is to access that energy. You create an imbalance in static electricity and it reacts. And an imbalance is in the form like where you see an arc, which is lightning. Simple. Now that you know they're going to be coming after you, they're going to hunt you down, they're going to find you, they're going to torture you for the information, and then they're going to turn you into a gigawatt of electricity and make you go nuts and insane and lock you up in a stone cold room for 51 days to see if you go nuts. And if you don't go nuts, then they're going to follow you around and try to figure out why they couldn't drive you nuts the whole time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're still stuck in gigawatts. I'm up to Yoda watts, dude. I'm past the zigawatt stage now, okay? We're beyond. Gigawatts is like 1980s jargon, dude. We're at zigawatts. Ziga, Yoda, Yeti.
Turn on the lights.
Yeah, I remember I Spy. Now I know who you are. I remember I Spy.
Good night.
Are you ready to end it, Queen Wasp?
What happened?
Are you ready to end your stream now?
Oh yeah, whatever. It's up to you guys. I don't care. Don't matter to me because I'm probably out of time now, so won't be able to come back for 2 weeks. So
Okay.
it's on the 18th is when it resets, I guess. So
And I can show you how you can get it for free, but you would have to download OBS. See, Abe wants to know how to do StreamYards for free, and you have to do it with OBS. And you have to keep your link. You keep your link from your previous live, the one that ended, right?
mhm.
You use that in OBS, and you take and you open up that link in a browser. You share the browser in OBS, and then you have free StreamYards. That's how you have free StreamYards. Don't tell anybody though. Okay.
You just told everybody. Anybody that's listening.
Or you can pay $10 a month.
Is that how much it is? It's only $10 a month.
I can hook you up for $10 a month.
How much is StreamYards?
StreamYards is usually $25 a month or $50 a month,
Oh, fuck your mother.
but I get it for $10 a month.
Well, I can stick with the free.
You want.
What?
Well, it's so funny because when I used to use it for free, people would be like, "How are you using StreamYards when it says ended?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I got to cover that up because I don't want anybody to know that I'm fucking using it for free."
No, what I mean is like I can wait the 2 weeks and use my 20 hours for free. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
or you can also use it for free on an ended one too, or you can pay $10 a month, which is $120 a year to have it too. You just have to ask them. They have it. They actually will. They don't advertise it, But if you sign up for it and then you cancel it, they'll offer it to you for $10 a month to keep you as a customer. Or you can ask them right off the bat. A lot of people don't know this, but you can ask them and say that I am hard up right now, blah, blah, blah. I understand that you have a $10 a month deal and all that, and they only eliminate like one thing off of it from $25. And it's like you wouldn't even know the difference. You can still, I think, have up to 10 people on your panel and all that stuff too, even with the $10. I'm not sure. I never had that many people on my panel, so when I use the $10 one. But if you
how's it going?
If you buy the $25 one, then you can save that one, and I believe you can use up to 10 people on that panel too. But
I'll never have 10 people on my panel.
Never say never. Can you hear me, you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You what I do?
Oh, I didn't know you came up.
Yeah, I'm here. I just got on here.
Like,
What I do? I know you've been talking with the YouTube Bureau for a lot in the chat there, and I wanted to say hi to my friends there in the Bureau. The YouTube Bureau of Instigation, and then the YouTube Bureau of Police.
Why do you sound different, Abe? You have a
I'm
cold?
on my phone.
Oh, you sound tinny. You sound like you have a cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, it's been a long day. That's free too.
Oh,
So
that's
anyways,
right.
no.
I forget that you're running low on gigabytes.
That's it. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. No, it's what I do is I've got StreamYards. Like I've got 5 different StreamYard accounts with all these different Gmails.
Yeah, you can do it that way.
Yeah, and then I just basically make them all managers of the main one. My main one I use.
Yeah.
So I can just when if I run out of hours on one, I can just go to the other one and then go to the other one and then go to the other. It's real easy to do.
Yeah.
So the manager is allowed to use your.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's his account and he's just allowing himself to have access, but he could have somebody else do it if he wanted to. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I know about that one too. But like I said, the easiest way to do it is with OBS. And then
OBS, yeah. I need to learn how to use more of that.
Yeah, OBS has it's interesting because OBS on a PC versus a Mac is totally different. And on a PC, they make the shortcut where you can actually do more stuff with OBS than with like a Mac. Like you have to put a certain code into the shortcut when you go to start up the application, and it'll allow you to use like Meet and stuff like that differently.
Yeah.
I haven't used it in a long time, like that, but I learned how to do it, all that stuff, and it's all, you just Google it and they give you the code.
Oh, yeah. No, there's a lot of ways you can get around this, but I would say the easiest way for Queen Wasp right now would be to use another Gmail and then link it to be a manager of your main one. Then you'll have another 20 hours.
You could use Yahoo. You could use any account, really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do that. If you got another email, just get yourself connect to StreamYards, and then you're good to go. Just send an invite to that other email from your.
You have to register
StreamYard.
YouTube in order to do it. If you use another email, you have to register it through YouTube, like your YouTube account to it.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
it allows you to have that link to hook it up to StreamYard, but it's easier to use Gmail. That's the way to go. Just make like 5 Gmail accounts, and just make it like Lady Di does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.0 or whatever, and just do it.
Oh, she's got 7.0 now.
Well, I mean, just do it in order,
Right.
I've got like a whole bunch of Gmail accounts. I've got ones. I made years ago and stuff, but I've been through like 7 other ones too. Like I had one from 2003 that they took down. That I had it's classified aircraft on it and shit.
Ew.
Yeah.
Area 51 stuff.
Yeah, but how can you be in with 2 different accounts? Don't you have to sign back in?
Yeah, what you gotta do.
I don't want to do because I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, no, just with your other email that you got, sign up with StreamYards with it, and then it'll give it 20 hours a month. Then when you go into your StreamYard you're at right in your studio you're in right now, then send an invite to be a manager to the other email. So there's a way to invite someone to be a manager or a co-host in your channel,
Yeah,
and then do a manager invite, and then just send it to the other email, and then authorize it, and that's it. Now you'll have 40 hours a month. That's how to do it without doing the OBS thing.
Eventually, they're going to get onto it, and they're going to stop people from doing that. But
yeah, they probably will. But
one of the reasons why they used to give you unlimited free, and I used to run these like super long streams and all that, and then they would come on there because I helped them do a lot of development on like the backstage and all that shit back in the day.
Yeah.
I spent a whole bunch of time telling them what they needed to do because like when you had people trolling you and stuff and getting on there, you couldn't stop them from getting on and screwing up your thing, so you couldn't block them. You know what I mean, and all that. And I'm like, you have to, so that you have a backstage, because if you give somebody a link and they would immediately go right up on there, they could porn bomb you and stuff. So like, I totally helped them with that. But then they were like, how do you know all this stuff and all that? So they got alerted to my channel, and like there's an Indian guy that was one of their developers, and he'd be like, you don't have anybody on here. Why are you using up all of our stuff? And I'm like, because I'm using it or whatever. And just because there's only 2 people I'm chatting with doesn't mean like they wanted me to have all these people on here to be relevant or something like that. So then it wasn't long after that they started implementing the 20-hour rule. Like for a week long on StreamYards. Like I would just go to sleep and wake up, and just kept it running. And then I mess with people because I'd like restream my own stuff, so people like I told you that one woman that was trolling me. So she'd be spending all day and all night trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I kept her awake for days trying to figure out like whether I was live or not. And all this, it was funny. I trolled her bad back, that way and stuff. But it was funny because like I'd get up to take a piss and I'd see somebody in there, Vern, are you there? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here. Like I thought I was up all night and shit, but I was just taking a piss. And
you are a troublemaker, aren't you, out here? I knew it all along. You knew it. Just kidding.
I totally like call it out ever since I got like canceled, I guess is the word, right?
Oh, they didn't do to me what they did to you per se or anywhere near that, but they just canceled me. That's all they did.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But I'm still here, even though I got canceled.
Well, I am too.
Yeah, right. We're still unofficially here.
To succeed, I actually took myself off because I had other things going on, and I just got tired of battling them.
Yeah, it gets kind of tiresome. It wears you down.
Yeah,
even someone what's that?
It like becomes futile. It's like, what's the point anymore? Like, you know what I mean? Like you guys,
I know.
Win, but I'm not getting anywhere, and I'm not having fun anymore doing this. So like,
but they are. So, but no, it's there's another thing I was gonna let QW know, and that's you can use restream.io. There's another way you can do, and they have pretty much the exact same stuff as this.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones. There's another one. But there
was another one. I can't think of what it was, but it gave you like overlay walls, and it gave you unlimited panelists. Pretty much,
and you can do that also with Meet now. Meet has all do live right from Meet.
There's like Google Meets. That's what's his name? Nigel was showing me how to use. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, they changed it. It didn't used to be where you could actually start a stream directly from Meet and have it integrated with YouTube like that.
I mean, it makes sense because Google owns it all anyway.
Yeah,
they
used to have it with Hangouts. Hangouts used to be how you used to have and all that, and then they took that away, and then StreamYard popped up and all that because they wanted to sell that ability, and then they made the monetization shit where you couldn't use the app to go live, which I figured out ways all around all that stuff. And then I used Hangouts. I used Hangouts 2.5 years past the time that they canceled it, and they would I'd be sitting here with my YouTube control panel up, right, and I'd be sitting here, and all of a sudden there would be like this like box that would open up and say that this is Google, and we know that you're using Hangouts. We do not know how you're using it, but since we don't know how you're using it, you can continue to use it until we figure out how to stop you. I'm like, okay, that's pretty fucking weird. Yeah,
but you used to be able to stream because there's a Guinness record that's held by some streamer. And I don't know how long they streamed for. It was like, Oh, it was over a year. I know that. And
Yeah,
so they had their stream going that long.
The longest I streamed without sleep was 96 hours.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It wasn't
Yeah.
easy. Like
What I thought about doing is when, like, I'm gonna go live this Saturday, I think, again, and then I'm thinking about because I have so many free hours a month with StreamYard with the
well, they'd let you go past 20 hours if you're still going.
yeah.
I've gone 70 hours before they tried to stop me. Before past.
Yeah, I've contemplated just kicking a live stream, playing some music, letting the banner roll, and just letting it just play for like countless hours.
Yeah, and see how long it takes before they shut you down.
Yeah,
it was
see how many views I got.
5 hours, I think, before they shut me down. Like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they went in there and they DDoSed it or something.
Yeah, no, I've really considered doing that, and just like I say, just letting it play out. If I let a live stream play for, I don't know, a couple days at least, then I wonder how many what might my view count be? How many people would be, tuning in? How many comments? All that.
What's crazy is like when I used to do like these puppies that I used to take care of, these bulldogs. I do like quick videos or shorts of those and all that. And those were the ones that got the most views. I got like 5,000 to 10,000 views on those videos alone. And even like
I can believe it.
When I did the Blue Angel ones, there would be some that would have 40 views and then other ones that have 3,000. Isn't that crazy? And I did it all live.
Yeah.
Whole like 5-hour one when they had the Blue Angels here. And I was like, I had to sneak over to the spot where I was all alone and they were flying literally 100 feet above me.
That's cool.
I mean, like when they had their smoke trail coming out of them and stuff, they were
like, oh yeah,
I could smell the fucking, I was like in the middle of their smoke trail and shit. Like I could smell their jet fuel and shit burning.
Well, the one thing I think's the most badass, because where I used to live, they used to have air shows too, is the Raptor.
Yeah,
that thing is bad, man. It'll come right up on you, and you won't even know it's there until it's right over you.
Well, I used to like go fishing up in the Sierras here, and during the Kosovo War, the Serbian War, they were testing or practicing with A-10s and B-2 bombers all through the mountains. And there was one day where a B-2 bomber came up over the campground. I was out on the lake, and I radioed to my dad. I'm like, "Dad, look up," and he's like, "What?" And I'm like. He's like, "Oh my God, it's a B-2." And he goes, "I can't even hear it." And I'm like, I couldn't hear it either. It was totally silent until he turned around and went the other way. And when he turned around and went away from us, I could hear it. And it was like totally unique. But yeah, you could not hear it. It was totally silent. It was so tricky. But it was like maybe 200 feet above him. And he couldn't even hear it.
That's technology. Yeah, they started developing that technology in the 70s. So.
Mm-hmm. Actually, was from a Nazi design. There was a couple. They made 2 prototypes of the bat. I forget what they called it. It was a Messerschmitt, something or other. But they've made 2 of them. They were actually prop driven, but then they took it and they played around with it in the 50s and 60s, and then abandoned it. And then they came up with the B-2 in the late 70s. The prototype for that, and they were testing it at Area 51. See, I knew the general that had been to Area 51. He told me all about it. He went down 6 stories down under, and he was briefed on certain things. And he was talking to a guy in the briefing room over there. He was there for a project of making intercept satellites that were going to intercept spy satellites up in space.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually witnessed stuff up there doing stuff.
That's a pretty badass place. Yeah. Did you hear about the archaeologist that snuck into the Area 51?
Yeah.
He didn't get down to the base, but he was like pretty deep in there.
Yeah.
And he spent a week in there, but he had this was in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And this guy had no interest in what was going on in there at all whatsoever. His mission was
for Spanish gold.
Yeah, he was retracing the footsteps of the original 49ers.
Actually, the Spanish gold, and there is Spanish gold. They found a lot of it.
Yeah,
because you have to look for where they smelted it, and they stole it from the Aztecs, and they brought it up into the Grand Canyon area mainly, and some of southern Utah and Nevada because they were going to take it to ports to put on ships to send it back to Spain, but they buried it. They couldn't carry it all or whatever, and they forgot, or they got massacred by Indians out there or whatever. And anyway, you have to look for like where they dug caves and where they melted the gold down into bars. And there's like certain ways that you can go out in the desert and you can tell where they've done this stuff. And if you're smart enough or figure it out or whatever, they have it pretty well camouflaged, but they think that there's thousands of places where there's $100 million to $1 billion worth of gold buried in places.
Yeah, I'm sure some other too. There was a family that owned the Groom Mine. Did you ever hear about that? It's a mine that was a iron mine that was land that was originally bought in the 1800s, where because where they built Area 51 in like what, the 50s or something, and they owned this little plot of land on the base, and it was on one of the south side or something of it, and it was pretty close to where all the stuff was down there, runways and all the hangars and all that crap, and they had to be escorted in there by security, and of course they were monitored, and they had their little mine space, their space. It was pretty cool setup there. There's a house there and everything, and they used to camp out there, and they got ran out of there eventually by eminent domain with the Air Force. And the Air Force originally offered to buy the plot of land, and they said, "No, we're not going to sell it. This is worth a lot more than that." And it's sentimental to their family. I think their grandpa or whatever is buried out there, or at least he was. But they got ran out of there by the government, so they lost it. I don't know if they ever got paid anything for it or not at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, the government's notorious for confiscating gold and artifacts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In fact, unless it's money, if you find even a nail that's over a certain age, like on BLM property or land out here, you're not to touch a federal offense.
Yeah,
a gun that's over a certain age or something like that, it's considered an artifact and you can't touch it.
Yeah, if I was going to grab it,
you can find a coin from the 1700s or something, and you can take that and collect that. That's fine. Money or currency is fine.
Yeah,
but as long as it wasn't taken in a federal heist. If it's taken in a federal heist, then you have to turn it. You're supposed to turn it back into the government, and there might or might not be a reward on it, but you might not get anything for it. And there was somebody that found a bunch of gold up in Northern California in a stump from a rotted tree that they had dug up or whatever. And the government suspected that it was taken in some sort of crime, they thought, or whatever, because it was all gold eagles. And it was $10,000 at the time in gold eagles. I don't know, it was like 10 million today or something in gold.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but they tried to take it, and it found out that it was actually somebody who had hoarded the gold and hid it. That was a certain person. The people who found it would spend on their property, like in their family forever, and it was one of their relatives, I guess. They figured it all out. Anyways, they had to pull almost teeth to get the money back from the government. The government didn't want to give it back to them. Yeah,
there's a lot of there's a case before the Supreme Court right now over what is it called, civil forfeitures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you know what that is, it's like where they pull you over and you got a large sum of money and they suspect it's and they don't have any probable cause. They just seize it.
Yeah, they did it to a guy in Ohio. Ohio is noted for this, and he was he carried a lot of currency because he was he dealt in diamonds or something like that. He had $250,000 in cash, and because he was of Indian descent or something like that, they quote targeted him, confiscated the money, and they wouldn't give it back to him, even after they figured all out that it wasn't for drug money, because they suspected that he was running drugs or something. That's what they always do, but it was actually he was going to go buy a whole bunch of diamonds or something like that, and they do it as a cash deal or whatever. And it took 4 or 5 years, and this has like totally been on like all the news and all that, how corrupt the department is, because the amount of money that they've confiscated from people on the road. They target mainly ethnic people. They thought he was Mexican or something like that because he looked Mexican because he's Indian. And stole all his money. You have dogs that are trained to smell out currency.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Are you still there, QW?
She's muted.
Yep.
There you are.
She wants to go
Yeah,
to bed.
you've been live almost. Well, you've been going 3 hours and 40 minutes. Do you wanna get going?
Yeah, she can kill it, and we can just talk in the panel in the back. There's nobody watching really. I don't think there's 2 people. So Discord and
Yeah, I don't want to keep her up all night long.
Yeah, well, you guys want to talk in the back? That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, let me actually, you know what? Let me switch over to my other computer. I'm on my phone right now.
Right.
Actually, you know what? I can email. You want me to email you a link to get on in one of my studios or something, Vern? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. When you do
Yeah,
that.
that way Queen Wasp can end it and get going for the night. If you wanna? So I'm kind of tired. I'm getting kind of tired too.
Put it in the
But-
private chat, the link.
All right, hang on.
Oh my God,
What's that?
they're gonna talk in the background. We can't listen to what they're gonna say. What's he gonna tell Abe? And Abe's gonna go to the FBI.
Right. Something crazy like, oh, I gotta go to StreamYard. Hang on. Well, it's probably gonna be easier to email it. Can you get to your email?
Yeah.
You can? All right. Let me just email it to you because that way I can get off my phone and I'll just send it to you.
All right.
But hey, Queen Wasp, hey, it was fun rocking. I didn't get on too long, but I know you guys were busy talking with the Bureau of Police and the YBI and all that in the chat. So that was cool. They showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other
Yeah.
They're my protection.
AI.
They are, man. They're watching over you, man. They're your eagle eye right there. I just made that one tonight. The Bureau of YouTube Bureau of Police one. What is it? YouTube Bureau of Police Instigations. That's the new one I made. Well, who the agency made. The agency
I
made.
don't even know how to make a YouTube. I mean, never mind. Not tonight.
No, yeah, it's easy to do. I just made that one as a brand. You could make a whole new one with another Gmail, or you can just make a brand.
So I have to go and make an email, and then I have to go to Google. It's like, oh my God.
Well, you don't have to do it that way. You can make a brand account.
Well, if you want to make stock accounts, you can do it through. You can make it depends on how old your channel is, but up to 50 on a new channel and 199 or something like that on the old ones. Because I used to have make 90.
Yeah, I've got a lot of that.
But the stock accounts have nothing to do with the managerial, right?
No, you just once you're signed into your account, you have a list of them under. When you go under your avatar there, you can where it says switch account, and you can switch to one of your sock accounts or whatever really easily. It's really simple. You don't
what I'm saying is that has nothing to do with streaming, though. I need a new.
Oh, you need a new one for streaming. You need an
email account.
StreamYard uses an email account already.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I can. You want me to email you some instructions on how to do it?
No, I think I know how to do it. It's always just a pain in the ass.
I'm
it is at first, but once you get it, it'll take
it easy now because you can actually not have to sign in using an email and all that. You just use your account now. You can go actually onto the account, and they have a streamlined now. So,
well, that's what I'm confused. Yeah, never mind.
It used to be that you would have to put your email in to log in, and then they'd send you a code. Well, you don't have to do that.
Oh yeah, like your stream. It's a 6-digit login code. Yeah,
they've actually now where it comes up with your StreamYard account. You can choose which one you want to use and log on with it.
Yeah. Well, you've got another Gmail, right there, QW?
I have, but I don't know it. I don't know anything.
Oh, okay. You can always make a new one.
Yeah, just make
and then
Wasp 1.0, Queen Wasp 2.0 like that, and then.
Well, I have another one, and it's called Queenie Boo, but I don't know.
You can probably get the password. You just go in the password recollection, or if you remember the email address.
Well, that's it. I don't.
Yeah, if you're locked out and you've tried everything like I've done with one of my other ones, I just gave up, made a whole brand new one, and that's good to go.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, it's just make yourself another Gmail and then sign up with connect it with a StreamYard free StreamYard studio thing, and then all you gotta do is just go to your StreamYard. You got StreamYard now, and then send it an invite to be a manager, and then bam, presto, you got 40 hours now a month.
Yeah.
So that's probably about good enough for what you're doing streaming anyway, you know.
Yeah, I don't even think I need that much, but yeah.
No, but it's there. It'll
Yeah.
be there for you,
I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was
which is
11:15. Wow, so it's like almost 3 a.m. at your.
good.
Oh yeah, it's 2:17.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Eastern
So,
time zone.
that's
All right. Well, I'm gonna bail out of here so you can close it out. Good stream and
My email.
all that.
All right. Well, you
All
guys,
right.
everyone, I'll see you tomorrow.
Peace. Sounds good. Are you gonna go live tomorrow?
I don't think I have any. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, all right.
I don't
Sounds
know.
cool. Sounds cool.
I'm gonna have to make another. I'm out. I bet you right now I'm out. So I'm gonna have to make.
Yeah. Then you'll be all set up. Then just once you link it, once you get it all set up and done, linked, and all that, you're done, and you can have your hours.
I got your
20
link
more
to-
hours of it.
Gabe, I got your link to your StreamYard last StreamYard. Do you want to use that one? Is that the one you're talking about?
No. I'll send you one. I'll send you. I've got like private studios I've never shared
Okay.
the links to,
All right.
so it's more secured.
Okay.
So if you want a Queen Wasp, you can have it. You can get on.
No, I gotta go to bed.
You probably getting tired. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Oh, up at early in the morning.
No. In
Oh,
12
that's
hours,
good.
I'd sleep. I didn't get a lot
Right.
at night because I had to go to work at 9 this morning. So
Oh no. All right, we'll let you get out of here so you get some kind of shut eye.
yeah.
All right. Well, peace. I'm out. Have a good one.
See you guys later.
Okay.
Yeah, you too. Rock on.